We should be back. Get to one more time here. There we go. That's what we're supposed to see. Okay. Supposed to do that before we go in case it crashes, because it crashes like half the time. No explanation for that. It's really file an issue on the old GitHub here. NDI camera crashes half the time. File issue on GitHub. Okay. I have my controller to turn back on. I have the overlay going. Queue empty. Controller drunk. Yeah, I think we're all good. I think we're all good. Yeah, I just have the terrible feeling I missed blood. Oh, that cat. Terrible feeling that I just forgot something very important, but nothing sticking out. Doot, 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 doot. 7MMC. Oh, yeah, it was broken last time. Oh, uh-oh. Still broken? Why is it loading a white page for me? Is that a Brave thing? Nope, doing the same thing in Fox. Turn off ad block, still doing it. Big refresh. Control Shift R. Control F5. Incognito? What the fuck, bud? Edge. The shittiest browser. Oh, that I also have ad blocking in. Fucked also. What the fuck? I wonder if anybody has a spreadsheet. That'd be a nice checklist to go through. Write that down. Spreadsheet or list of all MMC levels. Find. That's annoying. Okay. 10 minutes late, and 13 minutes later. See what we get here. $300 viewers in Mario Maker 2. That's sad. Whatever little boost we got from the movie, that's over now. My cameras sort themselves out? Looks like it. It'd still be a little much. Face tracking, give up on this one? Zoomed out, too. Oh, did it crash out? Oh, face tracking's crashed out. Weird. Oh, wait, did it start working again? It did, and now it's zoomed way in. Thank you, face tracking. Thank you for always finding new ways to make me unhappy. I got that second jump in there. I hate you, Mario. I was just staring at me with so much romance. Looks like we're doing a lot of back and forth on the subworld and the overworld. Oh, there's a clear condition and it's Link. And, okay. Leg switcher, maybe? Somebody being a dong. Hey, no, I'm wired. Holy fuck. I regret selecting multiplayer. What even is this? Oh, you see him? They all shot up. One fell right in front of Crackers. We will do that right after this. Am I waiting for a P-switch? Am I alone? Fuck. Aw, I don't think it was faster anyhow. That poor Mario. Oh. There could have been something else there at the end. I could have gotten back up into that pipe. That would have been nice. Hazy, how you doing tonight? Thing is disconnected, but not broken. Good, not broken. The only thing I use it for better not be broken. Good, that's good. What are you doing good? What seems to be doing? At that level. I do want to go see what the hell was actually going on there, but I suspect it was shit. We'll go do the cat treats. Aid just got home. Grandparents on the way home. That sounds nice. I used to have grandparents. I liked one of them. Yeah, just the one. I had one good grandfather. Pretty cool. We shouldn't crash, but you never know. Why is it split wrong? They gave you a quarter of a huge watermelon. Big watermelon guy. Like a watermelon's fine. That doesn't offend me. It just feels like it could have more. It could have more flavor that it just doesn't have. It's a little watery. Yeah, no crashies. Okay. We crashed earlier. We got it out of the way already. Pud, go back up there. Don't come over here. Pud. No, only Hot Dog gets the treat taxi. Fine. Treat chuck. Yeah. Yeah, you get the treat throw. You get the treat hurl. Pud gets the treat overnight shipping. 1 hour shipping. There, since you're so excited. Oh, look at Hot Dog. Hey, little buddy. Hey, little buddy. Hey, come on. Hey, there's treats here. Hot Dog, you look sleepy. Pud, come lick his face. Yeah, do it. Get in there and lick it. Lick his face. Look at Pud is like a snake who's ashamed of himself. Get in there. Get in there, make it weird. Hot Dog does not care very much about his personal space. He cares a little. Pud, is this like a dominance thing? Aw, Hot Dog, Pud got some on you, buddy. Look how slow you are. Oh, keep it in frame. Blah. Crackers, are you not going to come over here for this? Crackers. Yeah, you're going to have to move a tiny bit, fatty. Wow, Pud. Really? Did somebody throw up in the food so you're refusing to eat it out of either bowl? Once in a while, Crackers will throw up in the food. And then Pud won't do anything to tell me. He'll just be really hungry later about food. Yeah, Crackers wants me to bring it to him, but he's not the boss. 65 streaks. That's almost 68. See, I avoided all the funny numbers. Dog eats so slow, and he scrunches a little bit. He makes a scrunchy face just a little bit. Like, he likes it. He just makes that face. Don't get mad. I'm just trying to pet you a little while you eat the treat. Yes, eat it while you fall over. Hot dog, are you not going to have any more? Hot dog. But I was trying to mess with you. Don't sneak up on it. Boy, he'll tolerate that for a long time. Hot dog. Oh, my mouth is dry. Come here, buddy. 8 looks like where the pee is stored. 68? Probably. I feel like 68 is maybe like a pee wiener butt thing, maybe? Or balls, yeah. Yeah, the 8 and the D. And the equals. I knew you'd be back, hot dog. That was the thing back in the day, trying to make a wiener out of text. Hot dog, where do you keep your pee now that your balls are gone? Yep, there it is. That's exactly how you do it. Look, I didn't say that was the exact order. That's it, guys. That's empty. Might have looked like I was petting him, but really I was wiping cat saliva on him. Oh yeah, you want to get right in there? Oh yeah, you do. Drug addict. Oh, a cute drug addict. There you go, guys. Pud, how about a little for you? Come here. Pud, come here, buddy. Do you want a little? Hey. How about that? How about instead of you being crazy, you just go and get a little drugs, huh? What are you squinting for? Pud, we want to see you do drugs. Get in there, buddy. Look at him. Look at him. He can't even pretend he doesn't want to do it. He's just closing his eyes and diving in. No, I couldn't. Oh, you shouldn't have. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, just a little bit, and then now he's neck deep in it. He's just eating it. He's not even rolling around in it. Pud. Hey. Oop, my phone wants to rotate really bad. Pud. Be normal. Try to be normal. Let me see your belly. Have you done enough drugs to let me see your belly? No? Kinda? Oh, he's gonna freak out. He's gonna freak out. Okay, there you go. You're good. You're good. You can resume doing drugs, weirdo. Yeah, that's fine. He can do what he wants with his blood. Oh my god, he's going back for it. Well, I touch his butt. Pud, you're weird. Hot dog, you're a little weird too, but you're really cute. What? Excuse me, sir? Am I not allowed to hold your hand now? Are you mad? Are you gonna fight me? Are you gonna fight me if I pet your belly? No, you're just annoyed. Okay. I was hoping he'd fight me. Sometimes he does drugs and he wants to fight. Yeah, you do. Don't pretend. What if I roll you? What if I roll you a little? Just sad? Okay. Sorry, hot dog. The sass. Well, I am flipping him over and touching his belly. But sometimes when I get him high, he'll want to fight me, and I thought that'd be fun to record. But nope, he just made me feel bad. And made my heart rate spike. Because he made me feel bad. Poor little guy. You just feel so bad when he makes that noise. You want him to be happy, but he doesn't know how to be happy. Looks like face tracking stopped being stupid on its own. That's good. But he's so grumpy. He's such a grumpy little baby. I shouldn't have let him hang out with an old man. He hung out with an old man who yells, and he learned to be old and yell. It's just empty. I figured maybe something else got screwed up on the way down, but no, it's just empty. Just a weird, empty little place. It almost worked out pretty good for multiplayer versus. I wonder if this is actually, if this is faster than running. If I had started doing this earlier, if I could have won. That would be really funny. Ugh. These as complete. And not a good level. Not a good level, baby yeet. Oh. I want a good versus match, but it's the pipe dream. Also, do I have 4-240? Not 4-420. There's a 420 in there if you mix it up a little bit. Oh, they all left? You guys, come on. Go back up there and lick the drugs and then roll around. The cat stream is ruined. Oh, wow. Heidi, take a look-see at the food bowl in case once in a while Crackers will eat too fast and he'll just throw up right there in the bowl like a huge asshole. I'm hoping that's not what happened. Oh my god. Leg ruining my fun. Wow. Yeah, jig.
I'm done for.
Wow, checkpoint right on the flagpole. What a goofball. Hello? Okay. You gotta touch it just a little bit to make sure it doesn't, like, it's stuck. I wonder what his deal was. He was just real hungry for treats. Wow, wow, wow. I really wanted to look at the 7MMC stuff. The worst thing is I see it load for a second and then it whites out. I don't know what that is. Wow, wow, wow. Site settings. Let's see. Block JavaScript. Let's see if that fixes it. Oh, that does fix it. Okay. Some fucking JavaScript rendering error is making it absolutely shit. But that's an easy fix. Turn off JavaScript and we get it back. All right. The last one we did was Ligma Magma. Next is Wall Skipping Squeaks from Mr. Garrison. I think we played stuff from them before. Okay. 83T. YF3. I do wish it was presented a little bit differently, though. Presenting the weeks as something you can page through, and then presenting a set of weeks and they don't continue on to each other makes it really easy to miss stuff. We clearly missed stuff in one of the MMC things. I'm sure that's part of how they released them as weeks at a time, or what they were doing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we played some stuff with this guy before. Changed his name. All my kitties are gone. I hear Heidi doing something. Am I only allowed to jump once, or was that just to make me sad? Can I steal one? Seems like no. Okay. Those are just to make me sad. Oh, cute. Okay. Left plus A. Okay. Try it again here. Oh, you're telling me how to line up the slides because they're going to time out correctly. I get it. And then you need me to do the slides for that to work. Okay. Little teeny tiny bit clunky, but it works. It works pretty well. It looks cool. You have clean indicators for it, which makes it flow pretty well. Oh my god. It is a little timing sensitive. Does seem like it is actually built off of Skip Squeak. Which means if they don't jump, the other Skip Squeak doesn't. Which is pretty clever. It also makes it clear why you failed, even though they're not actually hitting the switch. Okay, cute. That's what we were supposed to do there. Okay, pretty cute. I'm glad we don't go into like a death fail state right on the first one that we set up here after the little climb. I kind of wish we could recatch on this second one here, but I get why we probably can't because the indicators would fall apart. Although, these switch blocks aren't collectible. Can't stack them with the coins, but they would be reusable. I wonder if you could cheese a good deal of that with a wall slide and then a spin, and then re-kicking off the same wall from the other side. Although you're kind of locked into almost a frame rule. No, it didn't count. I was wondering if we could scale that shaft faster and save a lot of switch flips. Oops. Might be possible, but it seems like you're always going to be on the other side of it by the time you get there anyway. I'm just going to follow directions. Oh, okay. Little awkward. You know why you don't want to have nothing there? Oh, it's just too bad we don't have one ways. That's what we're doing. Oh, we can slide the wall, actually. Okay, that's good. I thought we couldn't slide the wall there from a mistake that we made, but it seems like we can, which is good. I know the coins have been clear instructions so far, but I feel like that's only half my fault. I'm glad these are a little forgiving on going early. Or late. But if that jump point was really tight, that would be so frustrating. Considering how strict the setup feels. If it was even stricter on the actual precision of the jump, I would be sad. So I'm gonna not move. Although it's probably timed out for me to go right away. No, it was not. No fun. I didn't hear Crackers throw up. What he did, he barfed up a hairball the other day that was ungodly size. Like this. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I think he went in the garbage and he ate all the hair that I brushed off of him, which is just disgusting. Stupid. And it smelled so foul. That is not something I've experienced before. The cat throwing up and it smells so terrible that the whole room stinks. Oh, that's what I get. That's what I get for trying to cheat. I do think there might be some cheese there, but feeling out the necessary precision to get it. Do I wish we could see... I would have more fun speedrunning in this game, and I would be compelled to do it if we could see that ninja. Esports. Because I would love to see what that fucker did. Ashton Chapman, how you doing tonight? Oh, I didn't do the slide. I'm in trouble, and I'm dead. You're nothing. That's an empty queue. Look at old MMC levels that I haven't played before. Pop something in there, I'll play it right after this. Or when I get mad at it. Not normally criteria I would expect for a level, like, oh, I'll get mad and quit. Sometimes really cool gimmicks in the MMC levels go on for our path, what is reasonable. And considering that terrifying set of 1,000 red coins up there, I feel like this might. So you're checking a troll level, cool. Collab, cool. Who are you collaborating with? Yeah, we don't have to slide on the wall, but we can. Oh, fuck you. Okay, we do have to slide there for a sec, so... Feels like you're extending a little past what's next. Considering how long it takes to get there, I really wish we had a checkpoint, but I'm guessing the checkpoints are burned at an inordinately late stage, so that you could do maybe red coin rooms? Extremely long red coin rooms? My guess. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, indicators would be real helpful. We're pretty deep by that point, so a checkpoint would really be appreciated. Oh. I also think you could skip this light platforming segment, considering how much level we have after it. That although I don't mind platforming breaking things up, I would much rather have it in the middle than at the beginning, or not at all, so we can get right into the gimmick here. Oh. Yeah, okay. We need to buffer into jump if we do the slide, which adds complication. Almost every level I've playtested, you've given feedback it's too long. Yeah, that was my thought too, is that I'm gonna harp on it if I look at any of them. But maybe they could use having more people saying it too. I like the gimmick. How you doing tonight, Barnstorm? Finished Mina yet? I like the gimmick overall here, but you don't think they've ever cut content? Is there somebody like sending threatening messages to people who's like, hey, it doesn't take me 8 minutes to clear it. I won't put you on the website. I'll send you dirty pictures that you don't want. Because like the gimmick is cool and it's relatively flexible, and then it gets a little crazy. We haven't seen the checkpoint at all. Drops the indicators completely a minute deep. And now it's like, okay, danger. Mouse death. Ow. Thought I was gonna die. When the item mop up, I didn't bother. Yeah, I didn't bother with the cleanup. I felt like I had enough, and that I would return for 100% later on another playthrough. Or on the New Game Plus, because there's a really cool structure for New Game Plus. Yeah, I'm glad they did some kind of map, but I do feel like that is probably my strongest criticism, is that I know the rooms probably don't fit together, and that's why they didn't do Game Boy Zelda style map, but considering how much they're patterning it off of Game Boy Zelda games, they should have done a map. And for anybody, that was weird as fuck. For anybody returning to it after a little break, not having a map is a catastrophe. Like, if you drop it for 2 weeks and come back to it, it's gonna be so fucking hard to remember everything. I did absolutely love it overall, though. There's some really cool stuff to work again. But I'm not gonna spoil. It will be cool when you get there. Yeah, I'm glad they did something. But I really think they could have done a combination, like, misfit. There's definitely ways to do a misfitting map that they could have done that would work. Yeah. Barnstorm, thanks for dropping something in there. Sports. And I would have even been okay with the map being like a post-game thing or an accessibility thing that disables features or whatever, disables the achievements. But I do think they should have included an in-game map as both an accessibility feature and as a tool for completionists who want to explore the world. One of the things that made and if you really liked it too, I would definitely recommend, like, if you're craving more after you're done, checking out, let me just pull it up here. Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo is on Steam, and it's probably also on Switch. Shut up. Shut up with your live broadcasts. I don't give a shit. God, I'm tired of having auto-playing videos forced into my face that I obviously don't want. But real similar Zelda-like, aiming for a Game Boy Advance aesthetic, that's really, really cool. Combat was really, really fun. A lot of this crazy, like, reflective stuff. Really cool upgrades, and it does actually have Metroid-style upgrades. Significant movement upgrades, although it's a little linear. There's a lot to re-explore. There is a full map, and what you'll start to learn as you're playing through it is that sometimes you can go out of bounds, and you are extremely rewarded for doing so. Very interesting to have a game that leaves little teeny tiny breadcrumbs to go out of bounds and sets up this whole like crazy hunt for things you shouldn't find. Yeah, it's tough to make your way back through. There's a good fast travel system and everything in Mina. Like, there's a lot of what you want. But not knowing exactly where things are is just like there's a lot of people who will defend like, oh, just remember, oh, make your own map. Like, okay, I'll make my own map for something like La Milana, but it also has a whole huge mapping system built in. And it tells you to make your own map. Like, it's built around the concept of you are an archaeologist exploring. Not you're revisiting a place you've already been that's worse. Like, give me a fucking map, dude. Come on. They invented magical electricity. They can invent magical maps. And I'm betting a lot of it is that the stuff just doesn't fit together. Fuck! 90 seconds deep, and we have not seen the fucking checkpoint. I really resent when there's a reasonable argument to be made for just a standard or mainline feature that's disincluded, and how many people get out of their seats and start screaming like, no, actually, I don't want a map. Like, I really love the game too. But that doesn't mean I want to see its flaws as a feature. I also wish La Milana had a better. I think generally we would all be served better by games that gave us maps that were basically screenshots if we wanted them, and we could just randomly draw on them or type on them wherever the fuck we want. That'll be great. That should just be the standard for everything. I can do that with screenshots. So you do it for me. Make systems to make it easier. Yeah, I ignored the fucking guild upgrades forever and got a little annoyed because, yeah, I started exploring that bottom area just south of town, and the laser guys seemed like, oh, I should fuck with these guys later. Then I learned I was wrong. See, I can skip that red coin also, so I hope it's not mandatory. Checkpoint. Are you kidding me? Thank God. The blind fall there. Yeah, this is way late on your checkpoint. 90 goddamn seconds. Oh. That's so annoying. Are you kidding me? There's gotta be a way to make that less annoying. Boy, I hope those red coins aren't mandatory. I never found the last gun upgrade, I think? Yeah, I think I missed the last gun upgrade. I did find the last stabbing upgrade. Oh no, I think I bought the last gun upgrade from that weirdo that lets you buy upgrades. Yeah, I definitely missed some stuff. But I wanted to keep going, too. That was one of those games where the cleanup was not compelling me. I like exploring and finding stuff a lot. Okay. But I'm also completely okay with, like, you get to the end or very close to the end of the game and they're like, oh yeah, here's where you missed stuff. Here are the rooms that have stuff. Or you can spend some of your currency on this cash sink to find things. So then I'll go and clean up everything I want to clean up, and then I'll pay somebody to tell me where the rest of it is. I like that. I like when it's all self-contained in the game. So I don't have to do a ton of work, but I also don't have to Google some fucking guide or pictures or anything. I would like to play it blind my first time through. Unlocked him early and didn't realize I could find his stuff in the wild. Unlocked, who? The deer guy? Like you didn't find the back room in the guild? somebody needs something that I don't remember. Oh, the guy who gives you all the unlocks. Yeah, he says something that kind of tells you that he's finding them for you early, but yeah, I didn't totally understand that either. I just ignored him. They were really expensive, and then later they weren't. Oh, okay. I guess you're gonna wait there. True. This is a cute iteration here to set this up for the second thing. Ow. Javon, how you doing tonight? Dumpster Tree, how you doing tonight? Yeah, I was really happy with it. I really hope we see more with Mina. Similar to how we saw a lot with Shovel Knight, that they kept adding more and more and more stuff. I wish there was more actual upgrades. I don't think like each dungeon needed an upgrade, but I wish there were more large movement upgrades that chunked off the map a little bit more and made the doing anything you want in any order stuff more sequence breaking. Like, I don't think they need to take that away, but I wish there were real upgrades. Yeah, the platforming in the Ori was really, really good. And the way they handled the mirrors was really cool. I figured them out pretty early on. Stuff like that'll make replaying it really fun too. That's a fun way to handle sort of upgrades, but I still wish we had real movement upgrades. Ow. Ashton, thanks for dropping something in there. Javon, thanks for dropping something in there. Got Barnstorm in front of you. After this level makes me mad. We'll see. We'll see where we get to with it. Yeah, play Mina the Hollower. It's on Switch. It's on PC. It runs at 120 Hz on the Switch too, which is really cool for Nintendo gamers to finally get to experience really good motion clarity. Really good, well, probably really good responsiveness. You never know on the Switch, but usually higher frame or higher hertz means better responsiveness. Very good. Also, almost completely removed my desire to play the friggin' Square Zelda-like that they're making, that, I don't know, was okay. Hi! Oh, uh-oh. I hope this stretches the end of it. That would be good. That would be too long on the first checkpoint, but good after. But it won't be. There will be some third insane complication. Oops. Wow. How you guys doing tonight? Oh, I gotta update that. Yeah, I finished Mina. I'm probably done with Mina for now. I started New Game Plus right away, but then I moved on to Did I put that on there? Nope. Yeah, I kind of dropped Dusklight too. Very excited for Chapter 5 of Delta. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen more RPGs inspired to do creative combat mechanics like that. But I've heard Expedition 33 has a really active, almost Mario RPG-like battle system where you're doing a lot of like parries and live inputs, which I really like. Well, that's on my list of it. Oh yeah, Bonanza was so good. Did you get to the middle? The core? The thing? Did you see the thing? Really good. Little checkpoint. Thank God for you. Okay. That was still kind of long, but it didn't feel as long because it flowed really well and was less strict. Yeah. looks like the red coins weren't mandatory. Thank God. Good little boss fight. That's good. I was pretty concerned about some horrible little complications in that. Wow. Thanks, fireballs. Just got to the resort layer. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, although you might have stumbled on it already anyway. But, really, really cool. The last bit of Bonanza is just really fun platforming. Really, really incredible platforming experience that, does not slow down. Ow. Mathley, how you doing? Think the new version might have buffed the difficulty? But you can pop it in there and we can take a look. Yeah, it should have been a launch title. It's insane that Bonanza wasn't a launch title, especially considering how lackluster Mario Kart World was. Even from the perspective of, like, we're doing something new with Mario Kart. It seems like Nintendo's new theme is, instead of leave them wanting more, it's, let's not see this idea through to the end. Let's save some of this for the next one. There we go. Not really, right? Okay, God. Wow, thanks for refreshing me right at the end there. Yikes. Yeah, cool gimmick. First segment, you could have had judicious cuts. We didn't need the vertical platforming segment at all. That could have just gone right in the trash. The concept was relatively clear coming in, and you could have done a little optional little playground that the player could have dropped into to play around with it if you wanted to, that we could skip. That would have saved us some time on the beginning to CP1. But overall, it was pretty good. That first stretch, though, was grueling, and stricter than the rest of it, too. Once it got harder, it got smooth. GG. Yeah, Bonanza was stellar. Bonanza was stellar. Should have been a launch game. We should have gotten another game by now. We should have had Mario Odyssey 2 or a new Zelda. Would have been really nice. Switch 2 has just felt like a fucking catastrophe. Selling me more game I already played that's mostly just we enabled 60 Hz is shitty. It should have been free and it shouldn't have ran that poorly on the first Switch. That should have never been acceptable. Barnstorm, let's see what we got. Columbus, how you doing tonight? M59. And it's kind of shameful that that they're fine with all that. That all that's been fine with them. It's crazy that we have nothing else on the horizon for first-party stuff. Is the new Star Fox first party? Let me see here. List of Switch 2 titles. And then by developer. Nintendo PED. See here. It has some upcoming ones. Okay, so the new Star Fox it's listed as developed by Nintendo, but they also have another studio contracted, which I would guess means that they're probably just the publisher. We'll see. I don't know. We will see, but that makes me think it's probably not really first party also. Maybe they're consulting, maybe they're working on it together, but we'll see. That was the same thing that we saw with Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, which is not Nintendo, it was Goodfeel. So that's another one that might end up being actually its third party or second party with Nintendo publishing it. Is that really it? The new Zelda. Ocarina of Time, that's right there. Yeah, that's literally it. That's the list. This is the list right here. This is half of a new Splatoon game. For some reason. We're just cutting them in half now. This was a game. Oh yeah, this is a new game, kinda. Year 1. Makes me sad. This makes me sad. Well, but thanks for dropping something in there. Ashton, cool. It looks like, well, we got 2 in front of you. We got this one and the next one. Barnstorm, what do you got here? Playtest, chemical plant again. But this time different? That's probably the one, right? All the enemies in your super world, the highest kill count is a Spiny in the first level. That'll teach you. And right in the hole. Right in the hole right away. Ooh, did we previously only have the second half before, and now we have the first bit? I feel like we didn't have the first bit before. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like this bit a lot more, or it feels more complete with this in it. I did an accidental jump there that I didn't need to do. Hazard blocks with farts, maybe? If more people are as dumb as I am, I'm always afraid to stay on. Oh, huh. What did I do wrong there? I didn't see a throw indicator. Seven stream streak. Walking between, yeah. See, that's a bean burrito. That's what that is. You weren't holding right. That'll happen. Oh yeah, let's do the thing, huh? Now that it might actually be helpful. Here's the thing. We just did this. No, not thermal cam. Where's the thing? Oh, retro spy big. There it is. There it is. Oh my god. Now you can see how dumb I am live. Oh. Yeah, I don't think people should tolerate levels like that. Like, no matter what, no matter how much you don't want to lose the viewer or seem negative or whatever, it's a really toxic thing to bring somebody garbage and then ask them to pretend to not be annoyed by it. I also think it's kind of, there we go. I think it's kind of a toxic thing to pretend to enjoy it or to play it for content. I think it's a horrible thing for DGR to play garbage and eat garbage and be like, actually garbage is good because then more people will make garbage. But I think the ship has really sailed on that one. People are going to make garbage no matter what. You can still call it what it is. There we go. Yeah, I think I was just missing the jump there. He avoids those levels now? That's really good to hear. Thank God. Yeah, you want to have a safe space, nice space, happy space, positivity only, blah, blah, that's fine. Maybe you want to break from life or whatever your thing is, that's fine. Oh, I'm supposed to throw it there. I see the indicator now. But man, don't pretend awful stuff is good or enjoyable or suck a dick for content. There we go. I think I wanted to hold right the whole time. I think that's what was causing me to fall behind there a little bit. There we go. The throw indicator is covered up by the blue platform. No, Nintendo's fine with bean burritos, yeah. No, they just don't want you to exploit mechanics in an unusual way. They're totally fine with pick a path and hot garbage. The Arbiters of Fun have decided that is acceptable. But putting a thwomp on a slope so that he wiggles? Oh, that's bad. That's actually evil. That is a sin, and you will go to Nintendo hell. But also because you can't throw too early. Well, you see it when you're dying, that's clear. 2 8-minute... Well, don't upload them. Un-upload them. De-upload them. Put in a dev exit that just lets you leave. Then I would still be mad that it exists, but anybody who chooses to suffer is choosing it. Is choosing it very deliberately. Yeah, I don't like that either. I hate that. I hate that idea of making garbage for Team 0% to suffer, because then instead of good puzzles at the end, they're gonna get potentially a race between which tedium somebody suffered for longer. And I also feel like Steve and Penga already like min-max that. Seen any 7-minute pipe wait into 7-minute pipe wait into 8 minutes of gameplay? Is that was the least fun level thing that Steve did, right? Where you're just re-entering a pipe so that you pass a frame at a time for 8 minutes of in-game time, but infinite real-life time. And then Penga literally did the same thing for content. It was cute. That was pretty cute. Yeah, some of the story mode levels are fucking awesome. It's depressing that we have a bunch of them with parts that we don't get. Because there were some that were so fucking cool. But that's what esports, that's what story mode was for. Holy shit. Stop pulling shit in front of chat. Oh my god. Twitch, why are you like this? I missed a couple there. Yeah, story mode's worth playing through. There's some really cool stuff in there. I think the Stone of Destiny is probably my favorite. But I'm also very bitter we don't have the stone. I don't know what would be my favorite if we got the stone. Rolled pretty hard. That was not a rage quit. That was fingers. Fingers were fingering their thumbs. It's fine. Oops. Seems smoother, but maybe I remember it. Well, I hope Penga didn't play it, Nathley. Oops, missed it. 8-minute gameplay is just a labyrinth with fake packs and Kaiser blocks. Yeah, rough. Yeah, I mean, someone will reverse engineer it at some point, but I don't know, especially if you're capable of making decent levels. It can be a fun challenge to actually think about how can I make a time-consuming or tedious level that's also fun. Look to Tempest Fun. Or fuck, look to fucking Chemist. It's not great, but at the very least it's still some silly gimmick. Oops, oops, oops. I keep fucking it. You just learned Lunar Magic? You just picked up Lunar Magic? Lunar Magic is a thing. But yeah, do stuff in Lunar Magic. Good luck. Oh, what are we doing wrong there? Yeah, it's not that hard to grab Lunar Magic and start doing stuff. More people should do that. And then recognize that you're gonna... There we go. Okay. That felt smoother. It feels like I'm going in there faster. There we go. And we fucked it. Back in 2009. Yeah, must have been. Did the skip squeak level? Oh, good question. For some reason I didn't get this one. And I can't leave now. It must believe that it was an invalid level code for some reason. Usually that's what'll happen, is that it didn't like the level code and then it won't update. Which is unfortunate. Because then it won't go on my list. I do have to jump there. Because, oh, maybe because it was new. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it is also checking that it's, no, it wouldn't be checking Maker Central, but maybe it's checking some other repository for valid level rather than just the code. But I know we see invalid level code sometimes. I really wish the guy made Lunar Magic was open to collaboration, or I regrabbed. Oops. Doesn't like your level code. Oh, it doesn't like your level code. Go ahead and allow it. I hope that didn't just allow the string it didn't like in there. Oof, yeah, N-word, little bit. Little bit. And the problem is allowing the code to go through makes me concerned that it would allow that specific thing. I mean, okay, somebody gets to say the N-word with a 1 in it. Congratulations, you got a ban. You did it. You made 5 to 10 people on a good day think you're racist and got banned. Oops. Yeah, there's some really cool template hacks that you can work from, like, I'm trying to remember the name right offhand. Flux. The Flux base ROM gives you a ton of really cool stuff right out the gate. Oh, I'm missing that. A lot of standard Mario Maker 2 level codes that get flagged. Yeah, how did they not think, like, okay, let's just not do G. No ending G's in level codes. It's so easy. You just don't put the G at the end of level codes, and that saves you from WOG, which we've seen a ton of times, the N1G, F4G. I'm sure there's more. Yeah, when we don't accidentally regrab there, that works pretty well. There we go. Oh, I'm behind. Oh, I'm behind. I've been playing through, I just finished Supersonic Save the World on my phone, on the toilet. That's what I've been playing through. And when I'm waiting for stuff. I got a little controller to hold my phone, like, above one of these, and that's what I've been doing, is I'll just whip it out and stick my phone on there real quick when I need to kill 5 or 10 minutes, and that's been real fun to play through. But I'm real re-grabby. That's the moral of the story, is that game made me real re-grabby. I'm gonna re-upload to fix the code. Okay, no worries, but probably not a bad idea. It'll take me a minute to get there. Yeah, I guess it could get you auto-banned from somebody's stream depending on what their how they behave, especially if they're a larger stream and just have no tolerance for it. Although you'd think if you were doing, if you were a larger viewer level stream, all 3 of us make up like 50 total viewers on a good day. But you'd think you would know. Anybody who's been doing it for a while should know. DG, is there going to be a 3rd section, or is that it? I hope there's a 3rd section. I really like the beginning of Chemical Plant Zone. That's it? Yeah, good stuff. So I'd like to hope that we come back to it as we wrap it up. Yeah, only 1 checkpoint? Yeah, good stuff. But yeah, tough. Tough with the music level because you're probably running out at that point. Yeah, Chemical Plant Zone. It's fun. Oh, good stuff. Esports. Yeah, it's got the kitty cat on it. It's got my kitty cat on it. GG. Yeah, fun stuff. That beginning part's really nice. I like that that's there. Javon. Let's see what you got. Oh, yeah. Oil Ocean's fun. Oh, Launch Base is fun. Yeah. Rocket. Yeah, there's a lot of early Sonic games had really good music. SD7. GD. After after Sonic 1. Sonic 1 had some good music and some weird music. Mo. There's a redeem to skip. Yeah, yeah, you can skip. There's also a play my level right now for also like 10,000 points. So skipping somebody is a hostile action. That's mean. That's a mean thing to do. Play my level right now is like I've been watching for what, 20 hours and I have a lot of points and I'm impatient. Summon is what drives us, but the climb is what matters. You just you just play Celeste. Picture a feather. Oh yeah, play my level right now is the one to play your level. That just I'll just stop and play your level. Very annoying if I'm playing a different game. There is also one in there to skip somebody else's level. Oh yeah, that one's a little more points. Nope, wait. That's a little more points. Yeah, that's 12,000 points. There's also one to boo a level twice. I have 2 Switches and 2 copies of Mario Maker. You were mentioning the combined viewer count? Oh yeah, I was more saying that there just aren't that many people still doing viewer levels. Definitely a lot less than it used to be. And that Mario Maker in general has been really slowing down. Yeah, there's also Start Over. Start Over is pretty funny. The amount of time you have to watch to then burn your points on mildly annoying me, it's a lot. Slippery ass mountain. Yeah, kind of a mean place for a mushroom. Because you're very likely not going to be able to use it. You're going to fall when you hit that most of the time. It might be worth bringing that up a little bit so the player is more likely to be able to pull back when they hit it. Oops. Aww. The camera. See, that one's clear. Aw. Good gimmick so far, though. Tends to only be channels that already made some traction. Get a lot of viewers doing Mario Maker 2 streams. Yeah, there's still some, you know, like, people who, that's their game, that's what they play, that have a large following. Large viewer base, who've been doing endless, that kind of thing. But there's definitely a lot less general relevancy now than there used to be. And yeah, I would imagine a lot of people who are trying to start up with it or get into it have a pretty tough time. And then you run into that thing I rant about a lot, where people kind of hold you hostage with their garbage levels. And you don't want to lose your viewers if you only have, you know, that one person or 2 people. And then you're sad. That also makes me really mad about the bean burritos and why I went from, like, I hate you people to I actively, like, wish you people would stop. Like, very actively wish it could be stopped. It just makes me sad. People making those levels because they saw DGR playing them and then being like, I can make a shitty level. Oh, I'll go see who's on Twitch to play it. Oh, I'll go to this no viewer one and they'll play it really fast. And then they're just held hostage by your butt garbage. And probably pretty often too nice to be like, this is horrible, I hate you. Which is sad. Yeah, I used to have a pretty strict time for it, and then sometimes I would want to stick to stuff, and then people would get mad, and now it's just like, no, I'll just stop when I want to. Usually only takes me 15 to 20 minutes to finish a pretty normal level, and troll levels take longer. So it all kind of works itself out. And I try to move on if I get real frustrated, because that's not that entertaining. I mean, to some people it is, but that's not what I want. That's how you do accidentally turn into fucking, order. You should be able to pull snowballs off of ice blocks. You worked really hard at making sure I couldn't get a goddamn snowball. Bring a feather. Cute gimmick though. Really sticking to the Piranha Plant stuff with the slippery. And doing controlled slippery, little bit of ice blocks rather than all ice blocks or night ice theme is really nice. Because then you can get on things like this and not fucking slip around. Oops. Aww. Oh, okay. Falling down, and we're okay. Okay. Good. Yeah, I just wanted a snowball. I wanted to do stuff with a snowball, but no. I do think, though, if things ever get busier, that it would be a lot funnier for me to do weighted random. And maybe funnier for viewers. It would still even out to your level gets played roughly in order, depending on wait time, but it reward people who are actually watching, rather than sticking it in 40 streams and going idle. And it would incentivize people to use channel points to get their levels played. And potentially incentivize subscribers, because I do weighted random with subscribers weighted higher. And then, you know, use your prime or whatever. But it's just been so slow. Oh, I was not supposed to do that. Okay, well, I don't remember when the last checkpoint is. Hopefully, I'm okay. Pink spot, right on cue. Is that a cute little oh, that's supposed to be a Piranha Plant. Okay. Okay. I see what you're going for. I hope I just got a checkpoint. There we go. You can give me 2 Phanto keys? I feel like I should have known that. Weird. I hope I just got a checkpoint. I feel like I should know that. Man, I wish it gave you 2 Phantos. Or spicier Phanto. The more keys you have, the angrier he gets. That would be awesome. Yeah, we're pretty close to check. Which is good. There we go. Yeah, I don't think there's really any wrong way to do viewer levels as long as you have some kind of system that you feel works for you. But that said, I do think people doing I will always finish every level are completely fucking bonkers. Because you are going to attract penis butts who are going to bring you garbage that they want you to spend your whole life on it. They will bring their weird friends, their weird Discord friends, and then tell them to just sock puppet and be annoying, and it will be weird. And you'll be like, that's weird. How come I have 8 viewers for this level and now they're all gone? Maybe these guys are gone. Maybe I scared all of them off, but maybe those guys have all kind of moved on to other things. Ooh, okay, okay! This could have been a place to not put ice blocks. Mwagaga? Is that the person's name, or is that a sound you're making? Mwagaga. MAGA for babies? Took someone 4 hours to beat? Yeah, that's rough. They should move on. And probably tell you to fuck off. That's too long. Wahaha. That makes more sense. But yeah, tough on that small platform to get run up while you're dealing with Phanto. A little annoying. Feels bad. Maybe a little longer? A little longer platform would have been nice. If it was 4 or 5 block, that could also make that a little easier to deal with. I'm sure the mushroom will also make it a lot easier to reach. Yeah, but ideally it doesn't get harder when you lose a power-up, whenever possible. I feel bad. There we go. There we go. Alright, 2 mushroom. Phanto, calm down, buddy. That's a cute little boss hole. Aww. That I wish wasn't as slippery. Oh, got a little bit of a ways to get back there, too. Yeah, it would be nice if Nintendo had specific rules against, like, and I know it's hard to say what is and isn't fun, but Nintendo loves doing that. They love being the arbiters of fun and acceptable behavior. And you'd think they would want to accept reports for levels that were, like, bad-spirited, mean-spirited, nasty, Timmy stuff. I think mean-spirited would mostly cover it. I'm sure you could probably argue that that would also cover troll levels, but we're always going to be dealing with them feeling like troll levels are not acceptable. God damn it, Phantom. And it would be nice if troll levels weren't already generally acceptable, if maybe Timmy levels weren't acceptable, if maybe Pick a Path was just something you could report. When Nintendo figures out AI in, I would say, 70 to 200 years, they'll start licensing some, like, 2018 AI models, finally. They could start looking at that in Mario Maker probably 4 by that point to programmatically detect, like, hey, if this level has 4 pipes and 3 of them instantly lead to death, we will accept reports on that level for bad. Level bad. Okay. Yeah, I really wish, there's a lot of platforming here once we get the Phanto that, is just, awkward. Clunky and made significantly more awkward by the ice. A lot of good opportunities for you to go a little easier on the ice as things start to heat up a little. You could cool off on the slippery, or just give us wider platforms when we need to build up speed to jump, do something. Would be really nice. But I am getting a little annoyed with constant damage boosting. Get a warning immediately. You have a bug? Like, yeah. Hello, we've detected that your level has low quality components and structures. Are you sure you'd like to upload it? You can still upload a low quality level, but if it's reported, it will be put into the do not play queue. Because people only want to play levels that are good. Boom, arbiters of fun. Cops actually doing something instead of just eating donuts and banning kids having fun. That'd be nice. Ooh, gotta grab something here quick. Nice. Robot vacuum came up on Vine, and people like those things. My only income right now. Yeah, oh, they could absolutely detect broken tracks. It's kind of crazy that they haven't even bothered to do basic things like that. I would prefer that they didn't. There's obviously selfish reasons for that. And I hate it, too, because this is one of those things where they could solve almost all of it by literally doing shadow bans. And I hate the concept of shadow bans. Generally. I don't like the idea of not providing people feedback for their exclusion. I think that's super toxic. But Nintendo could just tell you, like, this level will no longer be submitted for play. This level has been removed from recommendation for players. That could be the whole shadow ban system, and you could opt into it, and then you don't get actioned. You opt into the shadow ban system with your troll level so that you don't get actioned. And if the level is super Timmy garbage, it goes in the pile. They could easily detect things like broken tracks and that type of thing. Yeah, hard lock wiggler setups. Yeah, vertical climbs with Phanto are a little tough generally. Mixed in ice adds more toughness. We have some power-ups, which is nice. We're also at the edge, so Phanto slips off a lot. Yeah, a lot of pretty awkward setups here. Yeah. Taking a pretty fun idea and making it a little rough. It is quite a long hike back to that boss fight. Oh, and I bet that power-up's conditional, yeah. I would try to minimize how often the player is close to the edges when they're dealing with Phanto as well, so you don't get blind Phanto slaps like we're seeing. Of course, conditional. Oh, probably doesn't need to be conditional. 90 seconds into the level, right before the boss. Oh, yeah. Yeah, difficulty really spikes. Yeah, you could... That's what I'm saying, is allow people to opt into being unlisted, but rather than actioning the accounts by banning them, just unlisting that player's levels, and then unlisting that player's levels totally, if that's the final action point for the account, is your levels will no longer appear anywhere. But you can still upload them, because you still paid for the game, you still paid for the service, it'd still be nice if you could exchange the codes. That's what it boils down to, is that would not be a difficult thing for them to implement. It would be easy for them to implement. And if you could opt into it to prevent action, oh my god, would that be nice for troll level people to just be left alone. To just be allowed to experiment in a way that would not interfere with people who don't want to experience that. That would also be nice for people who want to make garbage. Although I wish they would stop. Oh, thank God. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, the Phanto interactions here are significantly complicating the experience in the level here. Not in a fun way. Especially with how long it takes icicles to fall. Timing these jumps out is just frustrating. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, this is going to be the last shot here. Yeah, not enough space generally to wind up on the ice, which makes it take longer. That's why we were struggling with that P-switch there. And then we're constantly put in positions where we can't effectively go around Phanto. But we're constantly damage boosting through everything. You don't necessarily have to give the player a lot more space, but if you want the whole thing to be tight quarters platforming, with Phanto sneaking up on you, then I feel like that's the point to stop doing ice everywhere. Or cool it on the ice, be very selective with where you ice everything. Hot dog's back to be crazy. I wish Phanto was fast like he was in Mario 2. I feel like he's more annoying in Mario Maker, even though he's a little easier to deal with, because of how goddamn slow he is. There we go. Is the bridge? No, it has to be ground tiles. It would have been nice, though. It would have been nice if there was some way for me to steal one. Aww. No wings on Phanto? That would have been nice. Hot dog, what the fuck? That was crazy. Yeah, overall, pretty good experience. I'm thinking maybe Phanto was supposed to be, battling? Maybe that was the thought there. Going for a Celeste-ish concept, but either way, the Phanto stuff I don't think was bad. I don't think having Phanto chase you was bad, but I think structurally it started to kind of fall apart there and it kind of ruined. I don't think the boss fight was bad either, but did we have 2 checkpoints? You could have had a checkpoint there too. Since we're like 90 seconds in, having to redo all that platforming before we can do the boss fight feels pretty bad too. But overall, good. Good up to that point where the difficulty spike felt out of place. Felt pretty out of place. But real easy to dial back. Real easy to dial back. A little more space and a little less ice will help. Maybe ice in the middle and then some other blocks on the sides. Okay, Ash, I think you're up now? Yeah. And then Colombit, let's put that here. Welcome back, Hot Dog. Are you going to go back up there and be normal, or are you going to continue to be crazy? MG. Rule level. Oh, Dumpster Tree, were you? Yeah, Ash, I asked who your collaborators were. Unofficial collab, abandoned levels, all ye who enter here. Dumpster, was it you? Colombit, you? Who are the collaborators? Hot Dog. Oh my god. Casey, are you lurking? Hot Dog went. He's going under the green screen. You made one section here. That's how to do collabs. You get somebody to just make one troll. Let me get the collaborators. Yeah, we're just curious. It's just good information to know. Are you gonna keep crawling around into there? We're gonna go do the phone quick if he does. Damn. It looked like he was gonna worm around under the green screen. That would have been really funny. Try and put crackers on there and get him to wrestle. Alright. We go? Oh. I did not read that it said pipe. I saw Spike and I went to see what you were doing with the Spike. I don't even see a pipe down there. 4R star undodged different troll collaborators. I have 5 trolls. What? 4R star. 4 star? Pipe. Pipe. Oh, there's the pipe. Okay. Now I see it. What's the S stand for? S. I'm trying to think of a color that starts with S, and I literally cannot. I'm failing. Failing the intellectual, the whatever, president test. Sex pipe? Thank you. Chartreuse? That's C. There, Scarlet? Yeah, red? Red? Scarlet pipe, but then it's red. That's what I was trying to think of. Is like, what's a color? Oh, do I just hold left in here? I think I just hold left. Sound like a dumb question. If you're Big Mario and there are 7 tiles between the ground and an up pipe, and you have limited space to get momentum, can you enter it? If you have even 1 tile, you can usually, unless you're trapped in the 1 tile, you should be able to get enough to still go in a pipe that you otherwise wouldn't reach. But it should be easy to experiment with and figure out if it's stupid or not. Really? Really? That's so rude. That's so mean. Aww. Sax pipe. Sax is a word? Yeah, saxophone. Okay, didn't need that. Sports. I think if you're locked into one tile... Where's my scribbler? You're locked into one tile, like this, you can't really get momentum. If you even have just one blank tile under you, like this, and it's just open over here on the sides, then you can run back and forth enough to get enough momentum to get, like, the P-speed jump, but it's really annoying. But in general, I would avoid both those things. Pipe. Sex pipe. Wop. I ignored the words, as I do. You can't get P-speed, but isn't the running jump the same height as a P-speed jump in Mario Maker? Or do you get a higher one with full P-speed? Or is it like, it's part of a block and then a whole block? Like, I think you still get to the same, like, up height. But yeah, you should be able to play with it. You can turn on the onion skin, which really helps too. Well, you said up pipe, so I assumed you were talking about whether or not you could go up in a pipe. I was gonna take a running jump. This is what happens. God, I wish we had eye tracking, because I look right here. That's what I do. When I'm looking over this way, I look at myself on the fucking camera because it's right to the left of the game, and I think, what an asshole that guy is. But it's me. I'm the asshole. Can I hold left and get on there? No, I cannot. Did I get it? No? No. Oh, hello. Okay. All right. I mean, Mathlete, go get your Switch and try it out. This is unnecessary to theory crap because it's so easy to test. Was the fish right? Did I learn anything? I can't claim to be the best at this. Yeah, it should be pretty easy to sort out. We added some stuff that can be seen on more info. I didn't even look at more info because I got yelled at so many times by you people, by troll creators. Okay, no, I did not need the green fish. Don't need to go up there. Oh, I'm supposed to go back after this. Okay. I didn't totally understand the structure there the second time now, but I did the third time, which is probably fine. I died up on the swamp coming down before I needed to. It should be seen after the level is played? Okay. Although I feel like a lot of people just won't see it. Now I go, and then I want to wait him out. Okay, and then I think I can ride him over. Pop. I really want to get in there right away. Okay. And then do this. Probably supposed to go faster. Is that correct or is that cheese? Okay, see, now I can go in this pipe. No, I can't. Or I can hit this. I can pound on this, but only once. I'm gonna give her. Yeah, okay. Is any of that cheese? You do just go fast, but I should delay the swamp. Yeah, then he's less likely to hit you if you climb up on that vine, too. Which makes it more likely the player will see what's supposed to happen there and see the troll play out chronologically. Yeah, did I break any of that? It seems mostly right, but it also seemed complicated. It looks like it doesn't care about the switch state. Let me start over, though, and ignore that and see what happens. Because that felt like... Ground pounding the on-off switch feels like an unnecessary additional step, but it seems like it didn't matter either way. Let's find out. It autocorrects the switch state. Nice. Yeah, that coin up there did a really good job at making me do that in the exact right order. Supposed to just go fast. Hello. Yeah, it looks like it don't care. Good. Sports. Sports. Hub room is nicer. Oh, here it is. Okay. Hey, could I have died in the first hub room after the checkpoint? Would that have broken anything? YOLO? Big hub room, yeah, apparently. I don't see the other pipes, Nolo. Is that the safety coin? Or is this one of the paths? Yeah, it looks like the safety coin's over here. And I can die with it. But it said bad? I see the blue blocks behind the muncher there, so you might be doing something mean to me later. But you couldn't have a bunch of collaborators and do something stupid like resetting my progress. Okay, so then the whatever's over here then is probably part of the whole thing. Gaming. Why is that coin laughing at me? What are you doing to me? That felt a little obvious. Means it's a bad to collect safety coin? A little bit, yeah. But I also don't know if the coins are fake now. Aw, you did it again. Wait, am I fine? Nope. Nope. Door. I can't tell if I'm fine. Go in door. What if I don't want to go in the door? Go in this door. So I'm probably fine? Probably fine. Okay. You got me. You got me with your second blue skull block. Oh, you don't get it unless you hit it either. Okay. Oh, I wonder if I could just duck and keep that for longer. Oh. See, I thought so. I thought I was gonna come over here and be able to open this up. Not that I would just come back in this hole and die. That's fine. Sometimes you gotta do a little extra work to learn things. Apple coffee? That sounds bad. Get me here? I bet it will. Yeah, apple coffee sounds weird. Apples go good with, like, cinnamon, and pie spice, and coffee kind of does, too. But I feel like coffee... Up on that sentence. I feel like apples like citrus and sour, which coffee really does not. Apple whole fruit. Oh, just eating an apple and having coffee? I think that's just called breakfast. I thought you meant like apples in your coffee. Like an apple and coffee smoothie. Which sounds pretty horrible. I guess they both like caramel too. Oh, okay. So I don't want to take that train at all. I want to skip the POW and climb up there. Okay. Aw. Aw. That's so rude. That's so rude. I'm just trying to learn things. People actually do that? I don't know. You're in a foreign land that I know very little about other than, you know, different food. So then I assume things like that happen. Like people over here who dip their fries into milkshakes. Oh, that was weird. How did I do that? Huh. Okay, and then don't do that. Just go over here. I think fruit's pretty typical as a breakfast for a lot of people over in America, but I would say I think oranges are more common, but I don't think apples are that uncommon. Oh, there's a boo. Oh, I thought you were talking about me booing it. Yeah, because I did find a soft log. Hey, guess what? Still a soft log. Yeah, also, those coin blocks literally could have just had fireballs in them. Oh, I wasn't supposed to get the shell up? I had a shell. Two minutes? 2 minutes. Hang on. Hang on. I had a plan for this. I had a plan for this. Do I still have it? I don't have it over here. Oh, wait. I do have it over here. I have a plan for this. We will see if we can make it happen in reasonable time here, but that's okay. That jump is possible. I don't know what I did. I guess, I mean, it's not like we don't have time. We can kill some here. Hang on. Look, it's me. Look, it's me looking at me, at me, at me. Okay, videos. Where is it? How do I get to it? Go away, chat. We don't need you twice. Videos. There we go. We go to videos. The boo is still taking the same route. Yeah, he might not hit you without the shell. And then we go to this one. Yeah, here we go. And then we can rewind it. Then we can see how I got up there. Look, it's me from 3 minutes ago before I got soft locked. Oh, no, that was even before that. Okay, I'll get the other thing ready here, too. Was it Messin? Did I get Messin set up? I don't remember if it was Messin or what it was. Oh, it's on the other one anyway. Okay, we'll watch and then I'll go look at it. Fireballs would work. Yeah, fireballs and those Kaiser blocks should work perfectly. Boy, I fucked up a lot of times before we got to the right place here. Okay, so how did I get up there? Okay, here we go. Here's me in the shell. And then I do the run. I think I can make it, so then I do the run up. Oh, I did a bounce jump. Yeah, I did a jump out of the bounce, which got me a little higher. And then I waited to see, like, oh, what's going on here? What are we doing? And then I moved over. And then you pooped me into the soft lock. Yeah, fireballs would work. But you might need to lift everything up because the player can jump out of a bounce, and it's a pretty natural motion to do, which is what let me get up there, I think. Pretty funny. Now, I swear I made a capture just for Messin so we could pull up an emulator quick and just do ROM hack just for a minute. But I don't see it, and I don't think I would have used the PC game capture. I guess it's possible I didn't. Well, we're gonna die soon anyway. Bruh. I still have the stream up. Go away. Video of me. Ad break time. Oh, well, the ad should be broken. Thanks to the magic of adult content, we should be ad-free even when an ad runs. Pug, how you doing tonight? Hola, twin. Pugati. Yes, could I get the Pugati, please? Excuse me? Sounds like it could be an Italian food, but also it sounds like it could be a slur. Yeah, at least the timer isn't 500. It probably should be, but at least it isn't. Okay. Next time we'll get that set up. But I will make a note for myself on the just terrifying list at this point. Agenda. Today agenda. 97 items. Make a Messin or RetroArch. Maybe it was RetroArch. Capture inlay for killing time on the main layout. Boom. On the list. See you in a month. And we're back. But that's what I wanted to do, was to be all ready to go, so that if we get soft locked, instead of getting mad, or quitting, or going to the other switch quick, if we don't have anything else, or not much else, then we'll do Super Mario World for 8 minutes. That's fun. It's not Italian. Como tu bien? Hey, thanks for the follow there. Catherine Beefheart, how you doing tonight?
Following. Thank you.
Reason that you weren't following. Played your levels. Do some cool stuff. Okay, over here, don't bring the thing up. You want me to jump out of it. Accidentally unfollowed on a raid? Makes sense. I would say it also makes sense to unfollow because you're annoyed with the emails or because they're annoying, but Twitch just stops. If you don't click them like 3 times, Twitch just quits now. Remember to ditch the bone shell. Yeah, I will, and I'll try not to fall in the thing. Yeah, all I did was that. Oh, that was really easy. I don't even know if that was me jumping out of the shell. Yeah, I don't think that's even jumping out of the jump. You might have to move it up more than that. Oop. I'm trying to get the jump out of the bounce. Don't pow. That's what she said. Yeah, you can get a little more out of the hop, too. Maybe the ground is accidentally moved up one? Yeah. Yeah, something. But you'll want to test that weird little hop that you get, too. Is that it? Are we okay? I think we're okay. I think that's correct. Ooh. What? Now, were I playing this on my own or grabbed out of the queue? Beefheart, thanks for dropping that in there. I would assume now that I need the shell, and I can bring the shell up there. So was I supposed to keep the shell? Did you forget that you changed it to requires the shell? Didn't you just re-clear check it? Oh my god. I'm going to sleep. Debated. 45 stream streak. That's a lot. I think Casey is the only one beating you right now. Let me see here. He's got 65. I thought Columbit had a lot too. Maybe Columbit missed one. Or isn't announcing them for some reason? Yeah. 24? Ditch the shell after going in the door. The lava in the previous version was down 1. Yeah, you can just cheat. You can just, like, watch a minute of the VOD or whatever, and then you just keep it. And then you get free points, which I assume you then use to make you do push-ups or whatever. Okay. I'm gonna keep it, I guess. I'm surprised nothing bad happens to me when that happens. Don't rash the clear check. Yeah, no itchy, rashy clear checks. Okay. So we want this. You need a dev exit? Yeah, you don't want to do all of it in 300 seconds? It's not possible without? Well, still do everything. Ditch it? Okay, I'm back to the checkpoint. Back to the checkpoint, and then this is the reuse. Okay, and then we die. Oh, we die on the other side. Oh, doesn't matter. Okay, you want to do that. Weird. Okay, weird. So it doesn't matter which side of the checkpoint we die on. So if there is anything crazy, it'll be... No, there won't be anything ELC related because we hit both checkpoints without a coin. Need to watch 5 minutes to have a streak. Yeah, there you go. So you just go and watch the VOD for 5 minutes, and boom. Streaky. Then you have to watch the Twitch VOD. The quality's always higher on, Yeah, Vine keeps you from taking the shell out of there. Okay, so we're done over there? Yeah, there wasn't anything else over there, so then let's work, clockwise from there. Where the hell are all the other coins? Fish. Oh, we come out of the top pipe. What's the other pipe? The actual door? Pipe. No, that fish is still gonna kill us. Okay. Did any of that break anything? Weird. That's me ran out of doors? Yeah, that'll happen. Kind of feel like we should have the same number of doors and pipes no matter what. Like, there should be one global counter of how many transitions you have. If they want to do anything. Why are you doing a weird twice? Oops, fish got me. Itch got me. Was reloading the rooms just... Is this a V1? Did it say in the description? No, V3. Oh, weird. It didn't change this time. Okay, so if we reload the pipe a couple of times... Yeah, that's what you mean. It was me reloading the rooms that broke it. So me reloading the room several times broke that and let me get that first, which ruined the twice that you were trying to set up here. I gotcha. Which made this not work, which also probably broke something else down there. But still, pretty suspicious. And now the cannons aren't there. Don't reload the room, it breaks it. Yeah, it just seemed like a goofy twice. Although that said, the fish pressure here and the fact that I can easily re-enter this pipe does make a setup here where... Why wouldn't I? And you should be able to... Well, you'd have to flip the switch as I came in. But you should be able to control for that so the player doesn't try to go back in the pipe, but you can still reuse the pipe later. Are the ground details different? Oh, it looks like the same. Down here it is. Ah, the 1-up is a fish. That explains the 1-up. That's so mean. Oh. Okay. Now the thing. That's also mean. Layers. You didn't want the player to re-enter that door. We'll have to come back in here with the switch in a different state. Oh, but it probably flips when we come back through. Okay. Yeah, it looks the same from up here, as much as I was paying attention. Then it's obviously different, but by then we're supposed to know it's different. Now we do it again. And fish. And now we do it one more time, and the middle ones will be there. Spoiling the troll we already saw. Now we're allowed to leave? It is a twice. We just ruined it the first time. Rude! Oh, okay. Rude. That's why the pipe is set up the way that it is. Okay. Yeah. You might be able to do something with the switch state that prevents the player from going back in there, too. And that's where the other red coin is. Okay, so some of them are going to have two. I wasn't sure what we were doing with that, if there was going to be another hub. Ugh. Anything else wrong? Not that I saw. Wrong way Bowser statue details? You missed it. The first room doesn't have the mini statues. I thought that was on purpose. I assumed by that point we were supposed to know the twice was a thing. Because there was lava. So it was only important for it to be the same above the camera. Okay, continuing clockwise. The whole thing was just, how are you, like, what on earth is this fucking nothing setup of, you think I'm gonna go stand right there? On this obviously suspicious vine? Yeah, that was good. That was pretty good. Wow. Unnecessary. Okay. This section should work properly. That's good. That's what you want. Got a fucking muncher on a mole. Come on. Yes. Get the fuck out of here. Is he gonna come back? Aw. You know, the first thing anybody's gonna do is go over here, so I kind of feel like you could deposit that muncher right here, and that would be pretty funny. Okay, this must just be to make sure the switch state is correct before we move on? Yeah, I didn't trust any of that. I thought I was going to go over the top here because there were so many breakable blocks, so I didn't want to continue down on that lower path. Doesn't look like it's blocked all the way up. Restroom rush. You have to use the restroom really badly. There was a level in, Effort World. Where that was the whole gimmick. I'm pretty sure it was Effort World. It was one of the Jump Team hacks. But it wasn't... If it was Effort World, I do remember it was pretty funny, but Effort World sucked ass overall. It might have been, it might have been the bean one. Don't hit the POW? But I hit the POW. Oh, this isn't enterable? Okay. Well, pop it in there and we'll take a look at it when we get there. Oh, I can also break this and go back through those one ways, it looks like? Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. That prevents that. Looking for cheese. Missing a key. Don't see anywhere else to go, so I'm gonna go. Oh, are we done? Wait, did I do it? Oh, I'm on the... Oh, I grabbed the safety coin, didn't I? So I grabbed the safety coin. Fox, how you doing? Doing a shout out. Oh yeah, he mentioned that he also does viewer levels, and then I just, you know, didn't. Didn't think about it. Fox, how you doing tonight? How are your pickles? I could use a bomb to blow one of these out and climb up there. I'm not gonna. I'm assuming you want me to have grabbed the safety coin, and the fact that I can't get out of here is part of the setup here. So we'll see what we do with that. Was that fake? Yes? Somewhat? Safety coin? Yeah, we grabbed it. I get it. I saw it. I know what you did to me. So, we're done with that room. Yeah, it's a little confusing, but the fact that it was a safety coin was pretty clear. Because of the feedback through this here. You did not attract any hot dogs. So I guess we'll do the last one and see what happens. I hope that the whole troll wasn't just that I got the safety coin and now I'm more likely to key die. That feels bad. So I probably should have grabbed that. That's a pretty funny way to free a boo. I like that. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Pud's here. We got Pud on this one. Here, let me turn the camera on Pud. Sitting on top of my little camera. Oh, little Puddy buddy. Do lots of drugs today? He says yes. Okay, careful not to key die. Oh. So were you expecting me to go in this order, or was this intended to be the first room? I would assume it doesn't matter, because the middle room was the one that pulls me into the fucking safety coin. So you would expect the player working from either direction to lose the safety coin early? Oh, that YOLO one would be rough, though. People do left to right, and then I did right to left. Well, then where's the mushroom? That's the trigger for the mushroom. Okay. Oh, hey, I see a little cheese here. Yeah, so that's probably cheese, right? Oh, no, you want me to not do that cheese? Okay. Lessons. Can I get back up there? You wanted me to do that. Oh, probably I would have been able to get them. I would have taken damage before the mushroom either way, huh? First Pud goes immediately back to the green screen, so now we just have chair camera. There's one person who could clear something with that tight of a timer. Here, check on what? Oh, on the level you're working on? Okay, so this does the mushroom. Oh yeah, okay, that happens. Okay. Okay, see, I thought it was funny. Now we're good. Dad, knew something was gonna come out of that saw blade. I'm almost at the point where I recognize that saw blades are always suspicious. I look for doors. I look for the bottoms of doors. And stupid shit hidden in saw blades. I hope the setup isn't haha key die. Keep doing that because I don't want to accidentally fall back into there. I have to do the wiggling again. Okay, yeah, now we have the key. Buffer? Oh, you did do it! Yeah, we hit the thing with we hit the both of these with we hit both of these with let's do one, but we hit it both ways with no coins. So I don't think there's ELC stuff here. Is that the payoff? Is do it in the right order? Trolling is art, but lazy. I started saying it before, but I thought, okay, there's no way you're gonna do something like that that's derivative, and none of the collaborators were like, don't do that, that's dumb. That's just a key die for no reason. That brings us back here. On a P-switch. This is the only door we didn't complete, so maybe there's something we're missing here? But it doesn't seem like it. It does seem like the whole setup was just key die. Sometimes Wiggler Mizia. Missy. Sometimes Wiggler Messy. Sometimes I get a cat hair on my tongue. In the zoomed in one, see that? No. Oh, maybe this one? Not that one. Nope, you can't see it. That's one of Pud's fucking hairs. I don't like it. I don't like key die. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to do any more of it, right? I don't want it to be a fake troll where the Wiggler misses so it doesn't troll. I feel like that's a better setup. I'm not inclined to play back through the entire thing that I already did to see whatever's after that. There might be more. Yeah. You know, I would guess at this point that fake key death feels like perfunctory or arbitrary, that we're all doing it. But I feel like you gotta have, like, you want to find some clever inversion that isn't do things in the right order. I feel like a very well-known troll level kind of tread that path down pretty well. And even on top of that, it also is a more mean-spirited troll than I think is kind of on meta these days anyway, because it's just do the entire level again, but a little different. But be careful with your ordering. Yeah. And, like, if you're gonna key die the player and you're not coming up with any way to give the player a key or some clever twist on faking it out, it just feels like you're just, not only is it derivative, but even if you had a really novel setup for it, it still feels bad. Like, you tricked me into grabbing the safety coin. I see what you did there. I caught it after. But then I immediately became nervous, like, oh, I already know that there probably isn't any entity limit manipulation stuff here, so now I'm just dreading the payout. You're out of sprites. There's probably some way you can fake out the Wiggler there. And then the player should either way. You'd have to set up a fake out on every single one, though. And there's still the risk of the key die if anybody grabs a coin and can die. And that's kind of the problem, too, is that you really kind of want to be real gentle with whatever last coin it is. And you could go in any order, left to right or right to left. Yeah. Yeah, there are better ways to mess with the player, I would say. It feels worse than the fucking just no purpose at all. Like 50-50 CP1. Gotcha. Like, well, what are you doing though? Where's the joke? The joke is that I didn't guess right and now I don't get to finish the level. I have to do it again. Put all the red coins right after you finish. Yeah. Yeah, you could still set it up in a way that the player is still terrified of it, but there's no real risk. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to work around it. But yeah, I feel bad. The rest of it was good. The rest of it was pretty good. There were some really, really funny setups there, and there were some really, really good callouts that put me in the exact right spot and made me feel real bad. Oh, I didn't check more info. It also didn't feel like as many collaborations often do, like there were too many cooks in the kitchen, or that you were packing in exceptionally high density. No peeking safety coin. Fish are the funniest troll. Most funniest troll. Yeah, there were some really good setups there, but I would try to pull your guts out there. Cut them out. Make it so you can collect all the coins after just one section, but only after the player starts to fall toward the checkpoint. Control visualizing that. But yeah, there's tons and tons of ways you could get that. You could get a, yeah, good fake out going there where you still get all the horror of it, but you don't pay off with actually doing that. Especially if you set it up in a way that it's clear to the player, like it was to me, that there was no coin before either checkpoint, so you're like, oh shit, we die on both sides? What are you doing for the safety coin? And then the payoff is just there, it doesn't matter. Yeah. 645, how you doing tonight? All right, Columbus, I think you're next, and then Beefheart. And then 645. I'm doing all right. Yeah. Glucose is right on target. Evo and his sausage troll. I remember really liking that level, but I can't remember anything else about it. I just remember liking it. And then remembering that I had the game that it was named after, the sausage roll game, and haven't played it yet, and I still haven't played it yet. So far behind on my list. Well, but let's see what you got here. LFF, but I remember liking it. Yeah, make the key die impossible. There's definitely a way to do it. And I'm sure Box and people smarter than me in general can work with your collaborators too. I'm sure there's a way to figure out a way to get away from that. Yeah, the key die just, there's no good payoff there. It's just, oh, do the whole thing again. And now I'm not going to do that. Some people will, but there's no more fun to squeeze out of doing the same thing again. Eggy egg of Yoshi Yawn. Yoshi and Bowser work together to end Mario's insanity from killing Yoshi's V3. Troll level? End Mario's insanity from killing Yoshi's. You got a whole thing going here for your story. So Mario's insane from murdering too many Yoshis. Oh, this is this one. Okay. Yeah, we saw an earlier version of it. Oh, good. This looks less janky? Now I want to go back and not flip the switch or move Yoshi. But I'm assuming that's still the first roll. Oh, good, and the Muncher gets fucked off. Although he doesn't die, he's just annoying. But that's smoother. As long as the Yoshi is in a better place, then I don't have that jank. Yeah, as long as the Yoshi is taken care of, I don't have that. Janky Muncher to deal with. That spring was so on rails while I was watching that Muncher that you could probably set something up with that. You could probably set up some funny little kill there, especially because after the Muncher's gone, I think I should just be able to run through here, right? Yeah, I can literally just run through here, so I don't need to jump. Troll level ever is Twilight Princess. You realize you had to play the level again, you were thrilled? Well, each their own. Yeah, I feel like I got the full experience of that. I got the full experience of that in Trolling His Art, and then I had enough. Okay. I feel like that probably isn't jank you have to fix. And I don't know what you could do, but I feel like you could do something with that, because my compulsion is to jump, and there's no reason to do so. Yeah, just wait. I don't know how the hell I did that before. Oh, this is more open now. That's nice. Oh my god. Did I just soft lock? No, I didn't soft lock. But I did kill myself. Oh. Twilight Princess. I don't know if I ever played that. It doesn't sound familiar, but this is why we have a log. Twal. Nope, I don't see it in here. Cheery. Oh, weird. Probably pretty old. I feel like that is a name I haven't seen in a long time. Yeah, I didn't start doing streaming Mario Maker till like 2020. I don't think I started like spending a lot of time investing in troll levels until several years later. Some confusion here last time. Oh, it was don't burn that one. That's why the indicator is there now, because we have to do the damage boost. Yeah, we have to do the damage boost. Get him to trigger, and then we lose Yoshi. Yeah, I gotcha. It looks easier to not automatically do that? Yeah, it looks easier to not automatically do that. I feel like people might miss it entirely, but it's hard to say when we just look at it. Hard to describe it without spoiling it. Yeah, especially if it's older. That might have been more on meta. I don't know. When I look back through right before Mario Maker 1 shut down, we looked at a whole bunch of Mario Maker 1 troll levels. And for the most part, really, really great ones that we had fun with. Things were more mean-spirited, but really early on in Mario Maker 2, there were some pretty nasty things people were doing. And then we had the Year of the Guts. It's just... I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's gone. Yeah, it's a lot easier to just skip that. Although I could see other people feeling compelled to go back and especially because you don't know what you're doing here, so you might think, oh, I should do that. But it's definitely cleaner than it was. Can we ditch him? Oh, if you're gonna have the theme for the level be that I'm insane from killing all the Yoshis, you should keep making me kill Yoshi. Like, make me drop Yoshi into something where he flips a switch and then dies. Or, if you're out of contraptions, just make me, like, drop him into a hole. But yeah, try to make sure the player is killing every Yoshi to kind of stick to what you're setting up there. Or don't set it up. Oh, I thought we were doing that first. I don't remember what we're doing here. So broken something. Level broke? Oh, level broke. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't see a POW. Did POW depawn? God damn, I just got over being sick, and I feel like it's fucking coming back on me. And it's super rare for you to get, like, sick, and then get somebody else sick, and then get you sick again. Oh, my thing.
You want,
Ooh. But I think, Miss Immunocompromised over here might have mutated the same cold and gave it back to me. Not a skill. It's a bad skill. What kind of sick? I think it was just a cold, because I didn't have a fever. But it was gone, and now it's back. And my throat. I was all crappy all day, but now my throat again, too. No, it's magnetic, so it's fine. This is Heidi. It's vaguely on camera. When? Today? Maybe.
Oh.
We'll see when I finish. There's not too much in the queue, so we should finish on time. I guess I'll close the queue there, and we'll wrap up what's in there. Yeah, I kind of want to see it. I don't know if I want to pay to see it. How much is it? I'm gonna watch it either way. Dude, yeah, a little bit of a bummer. Okay, back paying attention here. There's the POW. I don't know how we despawned it. Yeah, you can. It's a movie. I don't care if there are people. It's not like we're gonna be talking.
But it's so romantic. It's like one of those movies. Listen.
She doesn't know what romance is. Well, yeah, drop it in there next time. If it's still up, we'll take a look at it. That weird reflection on the bottom of the munchers looks so bad. Wow. Oh, God, I hate new soup. There we go. Okay. Yeah, a little confused there. I don't know what we did to despawn the POW, because I don't think we walked far enough back for that to be a problem. But it might have just been us melting the coin and dicking around there. There's no good reason to do. Yeah, we're gonna go see backrooms. Look at me, I'm a zoomer. I do actually really like all the backroom stuff on YouTube. Most of the people doing the stupid, like, liminal space fucking analog horror stuff are absolutely fucking shitting the bed. But Kane has been doing just an absolutely fucking stellar job. Which for like a kid is fucking crazy. Or 20-year-old now, but still, it's fucking crazy. One of those things that's like, as long as you don't engage with any communities, it's like Undertale and Deltarune. Like, as long as you stay the fuck away from the community, it's really great stuff on its own. It's just amazing stuff. But then if you even get into like the YouTube comments, you're like, oh shit. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening here? Don't do it. Just stay the fuck away from it. Just enjoy it for what it is, and don't talk to people outside of real life about it. That also makes Deltarune really hard for me. I know one person who plays it who doesn't want to talk to me about it because she's very online and also hates the community but is very familiar with it. And I don't want to talk to other people. I don't want to deal with people who want to sexualize everything. That's the safety coin, isn't it? Did I just grab the safety coin? That safety coin did not feel very safe. That felt like I was supposed to grab it. Shit. Oh, shit. And I grabbed it with... Fuck! No, I'm not doing it again. Taking it from the top, and I'm not going to grab it. That safety coin did not discourage me from grabbing it, though. It might be worth making that look safer. Less safe. Less obviously, like, don't grab me on the way down. Carl does it for content. Hey, people, it's fine if people want to make that choice, but I would rather not. I would rather it feel... I want to feel more like it's the wrong choice. You know what I'm trying to say. Esports. Yeah, you know, it's not like we have to grab it, but it does feel close enough. It has to be there for a reason. And I think it's part of whatever was going on the right there, but I don't remember what that is. But I feel like if you put it above the door, that's more clear and it's more out of the way. It's so close to right on the road that I feel like I'm supposed to grab it. I see that I can't. Every coin is at the end, it would not matter. Okay. Yeah, I seem to remember there was something with the coins anyway, but I don't remember what it was. You would grab if you were playing? Yep. My general perspective is like I don't like too much when people build things for content rather than for the players. Like there are tons of people who play troll levels just to play troll levels. And I think that's the best perspective to have rather than what's like the funniest thing to watch is what's the funniest thing to experience. Carl can do what he pleases. There we go. I don't know why it didn't work the first time, but that's fine. Oh, weird. Something's hanging down in there. Okay. You can see the POW pretty clearly. If I know there's something in there, what happens if I spit it right back at... Nothing. Oh. Oh! Now you... now you want me to see it pretty clearly, don't you? Okay. Does that break everything? I need to do something better with that? Yes, I did. Okay. Now it worked. King Cass, how you doing tonight? Oh, I think that works. It's hard when I kind of remember what it was last time, but I think that will work and make sure that even if you do notice it, because I think I figured it out last time anyway, because it's always suspicious when you're grabbing something with the tongue. But I think that ends up working a lot better. It also feels less, like it's less of a weird spot that we're getting crammed into. Before it felt like we weren't supposed to be in that spot. So, can I just put gently? I can, but, oh, no, actually, that's fine. That's supposed to happen. Now we get this one, which we can go into the pipe on. Okay, we do get more than one bounce. Okay. Okay. Oh, you saw, oh, yeah, I saw the message in there, too. Yeah, that's what the queue is for. You demoed your idea for the hub room. You're gonna claim it? Okay. That might actually be why it's better to bounce ideas off somebody like me who's too lazy to make levels. Yeah, because you get help from master trollers, and they'll like the idea so much that they'll keep it. Don't remember what we're doing here? Oh, I don't like that. Okay. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? He doesn't hurt me, but he does interact with me? That's madness. That's madness. Oh, man. I wonder if you can do anything funny with that. That's probably the same setup that we've seen before for weird super speed slope setups with them. But I've never seen that interaction move me without hurting me like that in New Soup. Varga and Klinger are on the same page. You've pitched an idea for a mega collab that's being discussed? Oh, sure. So the idea is useful for that? Do the gentle slope thing with Bowsers and Thwomps? Yeah, I've seen the vibrating thing before, and I've seen the vibrating thing interact with the player in 3D World a bunch of times. But I've never seen it interact with me but not hurt me like Little Mario in outside of 3D World. That killed the egg? No, that frees the egg. Oh, he's gonna die. Yeah, you start doing it later. I would definitely just try to do setups like that where the Yoshi finds a reason to die in some of the other ones. I'm gonna do these counterclockwise because we started clockwise. I don't know what informs which direction I do. Oh, the Yoshi. I wanted to get the Yoshi first. That's what happened. Okay. We can't lick him, right? Okay, so we just jump on him and then he dies. I swear to God, the pre-rendered sprites look worse on the Switch too, or maybe they look worse in 4K. I know it's downscaling for the stream, but it looks worse. I remember knowing that was gonna happen last time. God damn it. Answer your question about the power-up check in the right room. Oh, buddy. To think I would remember something from last week. Because you have a Shelmet on beforehand, you can cheese the boss fight. Yeah, it's tough to resurface the memory unless like I'm actively looking at it. And even then, depending on how long it's been, it's 50-50. Got it. You fed it to me telepathically? I don't think that was me. I think somebody else got it. Somebody else is just picturing Mario Maker. Oh, I do wonder. It probably isn't relevant, but can we do this? We can, okay. You can get through it. jumps by holding down. That doesn't seem like it matters that much. Because we don't need to keep Yoshi anyway. Sports. That coin. I'm gonna go touch him first. He doesn't do anything. Oh, the POW's gonna open the door. Cool. Why is this awe? Did I not want this POW? I definitely wanted this POW. Why'd you awe at me? I do like, for all the things I hate about New Soup, and it's almost everything, I do like the water music. I like the water music in New Soup, and I like the castle theme in New Soup. I wish they had just done New Soup Wii, or ideally New Super Mario Bros. 3DS, or DS, the original one, graphically, I think would have looked much nicer. Even all stretched out, it would have looked much nicer. It would have had a more retro feel that I think would have suited the original styles a lot more. But I'm pretty sure the whole game was built on top of New Soup in the first place, so they probably just stuck with the tooling they had. Did they reuse a lot of Mario 64 DS stuff? Because that's funny. Ugh. Man, I've wanted to replay Mario 64 DS because I'm curious how it feels if you're playing it with a stick that works rather than the horrible touchscreen analog they tried to give you. Like, I feel like it was fine with the D-pad, but it was rough. Did I do both doors? Did we do the pipe? Shit. Did we skip the pipe and do both doors? Good. Random order is what we're doing. Oh, I feel like you should do something. You should do something if I jump up there. Oh. New Soup DS is the only one that I really liked. That felt like this is a cool reimagining of the original concepts of Mario Bros. In a modern way that feels pretty good. And the shell suit was pretty cool. Big Mushroom was... Aww. And he doesn't trigger it? That's so rude. Lazy ass Yoshi. Got him. Wait, am I supposed to get off him in there? Yeah, New Super Mario Bros. DS. Well, I feel like they overextended it. The biggest thing for me is I hate the engine. Like, I legitimately hate the engine. There's nothing that we can do about it now. They're never going to make us a Mario Maker All-Stars where we get the original game's engines, although they should. We're not going to get it. The ship has sailed. And this is what we get. It's not like the worst platforming engine on Earth, but I really wish they had based on anything else. 3D World Wonder would be great. But the New Soup series overextended. Like, the DS one was great. After that, they started building them for multiplayer, and they hadn't figured out a good way to do collision and everything, so instead of this, like, bespoke single-player level design, they started doing this terrible fucking wide-open, like, huge empty space that didn't feel like a big open world to explore or anything. It just felt like empty levels that were supposed to be playgrounds in multiplayer, but felt like deserts of emptiness in single-player. And they didn't stop. Oh my god, I'm dumb. We literally just do the ground pound with Yoshi. Fucking Yoshi stuff. Oh no, come on. That's such a stupid troll. Oh, god damn it. I don't think we can cheese stuff through walls at all either. Does this work? I don't know if you can do that thing where you lick through the wall by landing on it. No, your tongue still goes to the original targeting. New Soup.
Oh.
Yeah, New Soup on the DS was good. The 3DS one was their chance to be like, no, we still do really cool level design for single player, and then for some reason they were like, what if the whole game was about coins? The person responsible for that decision, if I was like at a fucking tourney or something, somebody said that, oh yeah, no, I worked on that game. Yeah, that was me. I decided to make that whole game about coins. I would do a felony. I would hit that person so hard in the face, just immediately. They would ask me why. Cops would ask me why as they're arresting me, and I'd be like, he knows why. And he would know. Not only was it forgettable, but as a handheld experience, it was an opportunity for a return to form, and not taking it was stupid. And not only was not taking it stupid, but it kind of ruined coins for me for a long time. They stopped feeling like any useful collectible. It was just one of those things where it was like, what in the fuck are you guys doing? Yeah, another opportunity where we could kill Yoshi, but I can understand people who have a lot of... I remember this one. Oh, I was gonna say, does the one-way protect me that I can see there? It does not. It still kills me. I can understand people who have a lot of nostalgia for New Soup Wii and Wii U because they played it in multiplayer. I didn't like 3D World very much until I played it through in multiplayer. Although it doesn't suffer from the same issues, it was still designed for multiplayer. And you can feel that when you're playing it, but I loved 3D Land. 3D Land was fucking stellar. Okay, nope, I just forgot what order I did everything in. That's good. Up to me, Muncher. But yeah, New Soup was bad. New Soup was just bad the whole way through, I feel like. Wonder was great. I really liked Wonder. I feel like they found a way to make multiplayer work with really cool single-player focused experiences. And I'm really sad that we didn't get, like, more out of the DLC. But I also kind of feel like that's modern Nintendo. But at least Wonder was good. Yeah, pits to kill the Yoshis or something that feels like theming. That feels like a fit for the theming. Is this okay? I'm gonna wait. Oh, I still can't? I can't get under there? How do I get to this door? Oh, I'm fucking dumb. That's how I get to the door. I'm not supposed to go into the Piranha plant. Oh. Yeah, I wish Wonder's online play was better. I have only gotten to play a little bit of the online or the multiplayer on console, but it felt fine. It feels good to play with kids and idiots and still have a good time with people who are much more casual players, which I think is good. That's kind of what you want. But I never felt like it was that good on Wii or on the Wii U. I never played it on the DS one. 3DS one? Whatever. Yeah, I think New Soup 2 was the 3DS, wasn't it? Okay, so just go fast. We have time. Yeah, just go fast. That's the whole setup. After much stupidity. Yeah, I know they focused on the multiplayer in the DLC. I haven't gotten to play any of that yet with anybody because it's fucking, the online stuff is like non-existent and I don't have anybody who wants to play it offline. We looked at it a tiny bit with Heidi, but she doesn't like platformers. Okay, this one. Which also felt like a huge miss. Like, you guys have been doing online play. You know how it works. Why the hell are you doing a whole $20 DLC where you're adding the bosses that we should have always had? Like, thank you. I'm glad we get them. Oh my god. Thank you for giving us the bosses that you forgot the first time around and charging me for them. I'm so happy to pay you again. Shiggy. I'm just ready to cover you in money, apparently. But hey, what if since we have to pay for this DLC, What if it had multiplayer on the internet? Well, yeah, that's kind of what everything has felt like. That's what the DLC for Bonanza felt like. Like, it feels like Nintendo is leaving so much shit on the table now that it's starting to feel like almost malicious. Yeah, they stretched out nothing. They stretched out a fart. They stretched out a free content update into a whole $20 pack, and they did nothing with it. There we go. Are you gonna hurt me for trying to get this coin? What is this? Is this just a setup that, like, obviously I don't fit in there? That's fucking goofy. Oh. Is that for something later, or is that just filling space with goofy stuff? That's pretty funny if you're just being a goofball. It's possible to get the coin? That's really funny. Please put a creator comment in that says that. Oh, Yoshi. I liked Wonder a lot. Like, I'm not just super negative on everything about Nintendo. Wonder was fucking great. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm an idiot. But it lacked bosses, and the thing that held it back from being a masterpiece is how they built up these whole huge sections and just didn't do any type of climax with it. The fucking airships were very clearly unfinished. The airships are where Bowser Jr. should have been, and then we should have had Koopalings everywhere else. Idiot, again. Well, that's what I was wondering, too. If you can get a coin, I wonder if you can get in there and get stuck. I hope you put something in there for that. And then the DLC should have been a backside, like a remix of every single level that was the whole level, not tiny fragments of the levels, where they're much harder. And I know they did a little bit of that, which I appreciated and was nice to play through. But more. I want more. I want a lot more. They've done more before. They've done whole backsides. They've done, but wait, there's more, and it's the whole game again. But harder. So probably just hover? Oh no, it's not hover? So do I just have to be correctly positioned to get the Yoshi? It's just sad. It's just sad. I know I rant about it a lot, but I really loved the first Switch. And it was pretty clear Nintendo was planning to stretch things out with the first Switch, but we were getting really good quality releases generally. We didn't have handheld computers yet, so there was a really cool niche for the Switch. That is why I bought a billion games on the Switch 1. Now I'm not going to buy indie titles on the Switch 1. I'm going to buy them on a platform where I'll have them forever. Where it's not evil. What in the fuck? Do I have to be higher? I'm a little confused why I'm struggling here so much. But I'll try being a little bit higher up there. And I would be less grumpy about all of it if Nintendo was also, like, slamming us with content. But we have had nothing. We've had, like, 4 games. They've made, like, 4 games. And the reason to buy a Nintendo console has first and foremost always been, for me, Nintendo games. I want a Nintendo console to play high-quality Nintendo games. I expect a couple of those a year. Yoshi, what is your fucking problem, bud? I'm experiencing some jank. Oh my god, I'm trying to rush now. We do have 2 more. Beefheart, you usually do music stuff, right? Probably hard music level. It's 8:24, and I probably have to go in about 30 minutes. So, like, a couple more shots on this one before we move on. Gotta speed through it here. Katie wants to go to a movie. Yeah? Okay, cool. I have about 15 for those last 2. Don't care if I get skipped. Well, I try to take a look at them. Usually I don't have a hard out, so we just get through them. But today, must. But we'll at least take a look. Jank. I guess I can try lining up on the one way without going up, right? I think I can hit it. I can hit it without going up. We'll try that. And I'm assuming most of the new stuff will be after this. There's probably changes to the end. We'll probably miss some of that, but we'll see it, you know, probably tomorrow or whatever. Yeah, there isn't... I would not recommend the Switch 2. If somebody was asking me, what should I get that I can play the most games on for the cheapest, I would say buy a used Steam Deck, or if you're comfortable with Windows, buy a used ROG Ally. The original Ally is a tank and can play a lot of games and can play a lot of Switch games through emulation really well. And if you're really cheap, used... There. Yoshi! I don't know why I'm not getting any consistency on this, but I'm very much struggling to get him on me. Yeah, I don't know what it is. You can... I'm just pressing jump. I'm not holding down or anything else. But we're just not getting it. I don't know why. You said higher, right? I'm pretty sure you said higher. Oh, you know what you might be able to do to easily fix that? You might be able to just literally put a Kaiser block up there. Literally put a Kaiser block here, and then he'll always fall back down. Yeah, I really can't go much higher. I do not know what it is. Maybe I have to be falling down as he's rising, so I'm supposed to let go at the right time? But yeah, we are just not getting it there. And I'm trying to hover, so I'm always going up when he's going up, and maybe that's what it is. I don't know what it is, but we're definitely missing it. But, Beefheart, let's see what you got. 8 JD. 1 NX. I like Bonanza. Donkey Kong Bonanza was really cool. I feel like the wheelchair basketball game could have been really cool, but it... Hey, Yimmy, how you doing? But it made me so uncomfortable that they literally they refused to say wheelchair basketball at any point, and they didn't let any of their Treehouse people say the word wheelchair. Like, I watched all the streams and I searched through the transcript. Nintendo has never once said the word wheelchair regarding the wheelchair basketball game, which just seems weird. Super weird. Like, why? Why would they be like that? But also, it seems like it wears thin really fast. I didn't pick it up. If I had somebody who was excited to play it, I would probably play it with them a little bit, but I feel like it's one of those, it's almost like a flavor of the week game. It's like ARMS. That's how Nintendo does flavor of the week. So we've had basically nothing. We got a manual and Mario Kart and Donkey Kong. Yeah, did they think it might be offensive? A hazy shade of winter. It's springtime of my life, featuring sauce powder. 47 out of 4,500, about a 1% clear rate. Let's see what we can do here. Like, they totally could have turned the little dudes into, like, just half robots, like a robot on a skateboard, and then entirely gone around the wheelchair thing, and that would have been fine. They could have done something like that Gorilla Tag game, where you're pushing yourself with both your hands, and that's the Joy-Con motion. There we go. Okay. There are a ton of things they could have done. There we go. Oh, we got that cool autopilot thing here. I wasn't supposed to get off I wasn't supposed to get out. Okay, very cool flow starting out here. Your clown hi emote does work. I see a little clown. He says hi. Yeah. Is it not a channel emote? Is it like, is it one of the other ones? Because I have the add-ons that display the other weird ones. Oh my god. But I never know if there's any indicator that people are doing those. Something compels me to get off of my shell there, and I don't need to. Oh, it is a channel one? Yeah, it works. I have no extension, I can still see it. Yeah, the extension emotes don't seem as popular anymore. I don't know if that's because there are more mobile viewers, or just because I am not engaged with anybody who cares that much about Twitch. Why do I like this? Yeah, it works. I might like this. Oh. Yeah, they really easily could have escaped all potential wheelchair stuff. So I thought it was really cool that they were sticking to wheelies. I was supposed to kick it. I see that clearly. To wheelchair basketball. I think wheelchair basketball is awesome. I feel like it would probably be really fun to play, but I also feel like if ambulatory people with all their functions played wheelchair basketball, it would make wheelchair basketball people mad. Probably. I don't know. That's a whole quagmire. But I feel like it would just be real. It's a fun thing. It's a fun thing to watch, and it's cool. So it was so weird to me that they just refused to talk about it. Made all your emotes on Paint? That's mostly what I did. A lot of mine are in Paint. You can tell pretty clearly. Paint and Easy GIF Maker for some of the wiggly ones and stupid ones. And then some of them are cat pictures that I modified a little bit or stuck over a hot dog. Oh yeah, and then there's a soft lock one. Yeah. Oh yeah, some of them are things I stole. Like Yoshi with the nut in his mouth. I grabbed out of the fucking trailer because the nut mouth Yoshi was just unbelievable. Yeah, there's a hot dog one in there. The hot dog. Like this. Yeah, it was weird. It was super weird, because they refused to say it or mention it in any of the trailers, but then when they did their long treehouse thing playing it, it definitely seemed really clear that they, instructed all their treehouse people not to say the word wheelchair, because they were really deliberately avoiding it. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Oh, very cool. Was I supposed to slide that? Oh, no. I don't know. Oh, my God. Thank you for the vine on the up pipe. I had no idea if I had fallen off the track or if I was still on the track. So I'm glad that it just let me go. It let me have it. Is that a new meme? No, with the Drag X Drive game for the Switch 2, Nintendo just refused to talk about it. Like, they made a whole game with, like, wheelchair robots playing basketball. Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. I'm guessing I want to stop and bounce on it. But I'm expecting it will automate a little? No? I must be missing something. That's a Z. Oh, I'm dumb. That makes more sense. Yeah, I wouldn't mind an indicator. Especially with how smooth the first chunk was there. Oh, I overshot. I hit it twice. I feel like there's ample room for a big Z. Oh, okay, I need to hit that twice. I get it. I see it. Oops. Oh, I'm landing back on him. I see it. Cool. Harder. You suck me in to the checkpoint, and then you bump it up. But it's still pretty smooth when we're doing it right. Boss Powder did the platforming in this section. He likes things indicator free. I gotcha. Yeah, I understand, especially where, like, super dense shell people get to the point where they can't fit indicators, where there's too much stuff happening. I feel a little bit like you're kind of overextending Mario Maker at that point, but I understand. But if there's room for them, I feel like it's just always nice to communicate. It's always better to indicate it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Oops. Yeah, lots of room. Yeah, you could make a big funny Z. You're tired and should go to bed? Good luck. Nope, I can skip that. Nope, but shouldn't. But we both know you'll still be here in 20 minutes, because you can't help yourself, or because you're watching on your phone in your bed. That blue light, keeping you up. I won't be here too much longer. One of the things that I really like in Super Mario World is that they will often use different colored coins to indicate different jumps. I wish we had settled on something like that. That's what I did wrong. In Mario Maker generally, like, oh, we always use certain P-switch indicators. Ooh, for spin jumps, that type of thing, that'd be really nice. Got your braces off, and you're wearing retainers for the first time to bed. That probably sucks. Hopefully it doesn't suck. For you. I get a little crazy about, like, weird sensations. Like, I don't like wearing a Band-Aid to bed. But I feel like if I had to wear retainers, I would be so sad. Probably nice to have the braces off, though. If it were me, I would want to wear the retainers for like 2 hours before bed. 25-second ad? Oh, fuck, man. What was the ad for? Was it a longer Twitch Turbo ad? Was it a longer Twitch Turbo ad? Oh, I don't want to have to pay attention to the ads. But I don't want to have pre-rolls. We need to also flag gambling. I feel like flagging it as gambling also means we will definitely... Well, one, I hate gambling. No, we do have channel points, though. Channel point stuff. But then what if we start getting steak ads? If I pulled up my stream and accidentally saw a steak ad, I might break one of my monitors. Fucking hate those turds. It was so nice to just not have pre-roll. Oh, it does flow really well, and it is pretty clean once we start getting it, but yeah, indicators would help. It seems like it's mostly Z when we're interacting with stuff like this, like it's laid out pretty clear. But I always like it. Dumb. Oh, I'm dumb. I do really wish we had different colored coins. That would just be such a nice thing. I guess we have red coins. You could almost do red coins, but you're limited to 8 or 9. Couldn't stand it. Yeah, the retainer locks onto your teeth, right? That always looked like it'd be horrible. Like, because it's a pair of wires that clasp onto the teeth and hold the plastic thing onto the roof of your mouth. I feel like that would make me crazy. But I also haven't seen one in, like, 20 years. So, maybe they're cooler now. The plastic? That's probably nice. I really don't like the feeling of metal on my teeth. Oh my god. Stopped wearing a retainer and undid 4 years of braces? God damn, that sucks. That had to feel pretty bad, right? I guess the retainer must have felt worse. I don't know, I got pretty bad teeth. They're not great positioned. And they're very stained from coffee. I brush every day. And I floss, and I use a little water flosser and everything. Like, I take care of them, but, they're rough. If you look at them from the top, can we get it? This one? This one's just in front. I just have one that's in front. But it's also kind of at the point where it's not really worth fixing. It's probably not going to get any worse than it is, and my wisdom teeth are just probably going to be fine. They're all still in my head. Yeah, water picks are great. I've had really bad luck with root canals. Both of them that I've had shit the bed. One of them was done when I was a kid by an asshole, and they never finished it, really. They never followed up on it. And then the other one, the guy broke the tooth doing it, and then tried to fix it and fucked it up worse, and then I just had to have it removed. So I have one implant, and you have to water pick under there, and it sucks. It sucks a lot. And also, it does not feel like a tooth. But it feels better than not having it. Yeah, that's really slick when you get it. Really not too bad. They're pretty good at numbing you now. And it really feels normal after it's done. It doesn't feel dead or weird or anything. Root canal was a whole hell of a lot nicer than it. A friggin' yeah. What was really horrible, the one I had as a kid, they never put a permanent cap on it. I thought the ceramic one was permanent, but apparently it was not. No, they don't follow. I don't know. Maybe they couldn't follow up. I was almost for a while. But it was more or less ignored until it, I was flossing one day, and the entire tooth broke off and crumbled. And I immediately was like, oh, I'm asleep. This is a dream. But no, it was just a real horrible thing that happened. And since the whole thing broke off underneath, like, the gum line, yeah, it was a fucking nightmare. Since it broke off onto the gum line, there's nothing to grip onto, and they're not going to cut your gums back. So, I had to sit in a chair while they spent, like, 4 hours chiseling a tooth out of my face, and it was fucking horrible. Yeah, I've never had tooth nightmares. I was just, like, familiar with that being a thing people have. But it was surreal. It was one of those things where it feels like, oh, okay, wait. This isn't real life. This isn't reality. Teeth don't fall out of your head and then crumble into powder. That's not real. This was, 20 years ago? What am I, 38? 16? 18-ish years ago, though? Back then there was no, it was really common for laborers, for, like, service workers, that type of thing. I was still working dick jobs, to, just not have insurance. Places would only give you 32 hours, so they didn't have to pay for insurance. So you just suffered if you didn't have insurance. It was really fun. Ooh. I don't know why I'm screwing that up so bad, but yeah, it was a nightmare. Oh, I did it again. Oh, I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart! Flow's really good, though. I do wish there were indicators over here. Oh, I'm dumb. I don't recognize the music, but it's not ruining my enjoyment at all to not know what it is, and it doesn't get in the way or annoy me. One more shot. One more shot! Then we'll do the last one. But you're welcome to bring it back if you would like to see me complete it. I will be back again tomorrow doing Mario Maker, and then Wednesday. Next week. Yeah, I like what we've seen. Indicators would be nice. Yeah. Yeah, but the rest of it flows pretty well. Although the flow is very different between the two collaborators, between the first part and the second part, with the way that we're kind of leaning into the jumps and holding. But I don't think that ruins it. But it is distinct. Yeah, it escalates. But that said, it did, once we were getting it correctly, it did flow pretty well. Indicators would help too. And then it would definitely, if I knew what to do, it would feel more consistent once we were getting it. But yeah, pretty good overall. That first part was great. I bet the last part was pretty great too. Mostly wanting you to see Yoshi zoom. It's nice to see Yoshi go fast. All right, 645. See what you got. 845. NFD. 3N. F. I really hate the implant. Also, it's the wrong color. Look at that thing. That's terrible. Right here. They held out chips, and I was like, yeah, that's the one that matches. And then they give me this thing. It's just screwed in there, though, with a little filling on top, so I kind of want to... I have a 3D printer, and I could get dental resin. I feel like I could be like, give me the files, and I could print my own tooth. It would be pretty funny to just stick something else in there. Stick a red tooth in there. 645. What were we doing? Were we doing your Super World? Yeah, we were doing your Super World. Okay. A little bit of this. Well, 3D printers, especially resin printers, were common in the dental industry way before people started dicking around with them. 7 judges played your troll level? Uh-oh. But we found a problem with it. You get checks? But yeah, they really liked it, but I think they were doing it for burnout stuff before they were common in regular people. Where burnout casting, where you would print the tooth in a wax-like substance that you can then cast in a mold and then burn the mold out in a really high furnace and then shoot in something else. Something like that. I know they were doing like some type of casting with them. But I think there's dental resins that you can do now where they where they can just print the tooth directly and then polish it up. I was looking at a dental printer on eBay and all the funny stuff that they were including with it. But it would be pretty nice if I could sort out doing it myself and then just kind of filming it. It's all UV fillings now too. Keep expecting to get trolled. I'm damaged. All the adhesives are UV, so it would be like I don't think it's a good idea to fucking DIY your own dental work, but especially if you don't have any money, it's probably better than nothing. But it'd also be nice to not have the shittiest looking tooth ever. Cute little arena. Although it is kind of just going to turn into a pretty typical hit him as soon as he pops up fight. Nothing to encourage him to drop from the ceiling. I think that's what you'd probably want if you're going to do a real simple arena. Like, it's better than just a box. But since we're doing Roy, anything to encourage him to drop from the ceiling would be nice. I don't know exactly how to do that, but I think if you do blasters on the bottom, he'll always drop from the ceiling. I don't think you can pop up on blasters. Without making it super gimmicky. Yeah, I think you could just do blasters for the floor. Fine. Keep the top of your flagpole. $800 points. Does it tell you how many points you get on the flagpole? Yes, it would, right? It probably shows it right above the flag like it does in Super Mario Bros. I guess 10,000 hours, you'd think I would notice that. Would have noticed that at some point. Oh my god, stop with the update. Yeah, does it keep your score in the Super World? It does keep your score in the Super World. Weird. For some reason, I thought we just didn't do the score. So then, we have the score in the Super World. But it doesn't do the score in individual levels, right? Or am I crazy and I don't remember anything? That I didn't just deathlock myself. It keeps the score. Does the score must not persist in between play sessions, right? I guess we can exit after this one. Real fast. Look at the flagpole points because I always miss the top. Yeah, I usually just kind of grab it. You take damage as a score count? Well, it seems like, yeah, we keep our score if we die. Oh, that felt like the flagpole? Is this that one's the flagpole? Yeah, it does show the points. Just like in SMB 1. Okay, we're at 635, 810. Let's see if we exit and come back, if we're still in there. Good stuff. All clean, short little themed levels that fit nicely together. Good stuff. Exit and re-enter the super world here. Yeah, super world at the end is the way to do it, because usually I'll just do a couple of them and then move on. Or 15 minutes or so if they're long, but if short, then I'll just keep going until we're done here in a couple of minutes. The score does persist. That's crazy. If they're gonna keep the score in between play sessions, why in the fuck don't they keep a high score for Super World completions? That would be so fucking cool if I could see other people's scores and then, you know... Some people like doing that. Some people like chasing the high scores on stuff instead of the... They build all these cool systems and they just do not utilize them at all. The ninjas make me mad forever too. I really wish we could just see... I wish we could see, like, the top 5, top 10, or whatever speedruns on each level as a ninja. Or even if it was just one. If we could just see, like, the creator clear ninja and the top speed ninja. It would be so fucking cool for speedrunning. It would make me want to run levels all the time. You guys are fucking goofballs. Oh yeah, you absolutely could. But you could build out a super world that didn't give you time or space to easily exploit it without earning lives. Does it reset when you game over? They still could record it, if for no other reason than because it would be another medal or another thing that you could chase around. It would be a reason for some people to play super worlds who otherwise might not. And especially if they're gonna record it, it would just be nice if they did something. Yeah. Yeah, give you some type of little bonus games on the map would be cool. If they're gonna keep us account of it in Super Worlds, they could do a full running score total, like all-time score total, for all the Super Worlds you play, and unlock costumes at certain point totals. And then you could have an extremely large point total at the very top of the screen on the Super World screen, right? When you go into the Super Worlds at the beginning. Oh, well, I'm not going to back all the way out, but, you know, in the lower left, when you pull up the Super Worlds, they could give you a running total or something. It would be meaningless, but it would be something that some people would enjoy chasing around, and it would encourage people to play Super Worlds, which currently, there's no curation at all, you just get a pile of shit. Sad how half-baked the Super Worlds are. I'm glad we got them, and it's better than nothing, but it is very sad how half-baked the whole thing is. Just crazy for them to be like, this is our last major update. Like, 6 years ago now, right? Was it in 2020 for the last major update? To literally announce it as like, we're giving up on this game, fuck you. We gave you a Mario 2 mushroom, and a Link sword, and that's it. Fuck you. Super Worlds. Super Worlds were the last update, right? Yeah, it's viable enough. You can do some things with it. But not even giving us, not giving us anything really cool about... The Super World is basically just playing every level from somebody's profile, or 40 levels from somebody's profile. And it would have been so easy to give us just a little more. Just a little more. Just a couple of checkboxes. One checkbox for secret exits, which then places a mandatory exit in your subworld. You don't have to let the player get to it, but if you have the box checked for a secret exit, you have an exit in your subworld. The tile would be different on the map, and the secret exit could even unlock a different map path. It would be super easy. Almost all the systems are already there, and exits, level ends, already function exactly correctly in subworlds. People have messed around with an open course world a ton, There's no problem with it at all. So all the systems are already in place for that to work. There would be very, very small work to actually make it work in the Super World. And then you could have had something special. Do that, and you do another checkbox for, in the Super World, players can keep power-ups in between stages. They could probably think of some succinct way to put that. Power-up persistence, that's it, checkbox. And then you hover over the question mark and it says, the power-ups stay on the player in between play sessions and levels. Boom. You have the ability to create fully custom Mario campaigns with secrets, with valuable, enjoyable secrets that are worth digging out. Teeny tiny changes would have completely shifted the way Super Worlds. Then they give us an endless mode for Super Worlds? Holy fuck. Infinite fucking Mario Maker forever. God damn it. Every single time I try to think about things that would make Mario Maker better, I get angry at how much better the game in my head would be. How much better this game would be if they had one single employee who was like, hey, what if we tried just a little bit? Yeah, the discourse will never end. My list is so long. I have a list on the Mario Maker 3 subreddit that I am the only poster in because it is restricted until they announce something. I give it to people who actually want to moderate on Reddit, but I have a list that I keep pasting stuff into there. I'm hoping once we get an announcement that maybe we can get enough people to put enough ideas together and then to like be like, here are the things we like, let's all send letters until they do something. Maybe we can get some stuff heard. Fast retry would be fucking killer. This one's a little longer. We had a pretty clear gimmick down there. Now we're just doing kind of a vertical climb, it looks like. Fire. Oh, Pud's here for more drugs. Oh, we missed something for the top of the flagpole. Yep, very good stuff. Very good stuff. Yeah, all really, really clear. Very traditionally inspired levels that stick really tight to like the gimmick structure in a really nice way. Very good Super World. And again, imagine if good Super Worlds like this had some opportunity to shine above, other than you having to like find dickheads on Twitch and maybe Reddit to play it. It's miserable how bad their Super World curation is and how hidden they are, and that this just gives you a random pile of nothing. Like, what even is this? Why? Why is it like this? Isn't it more? Is that the Super World's hearts? No, you can't heart a Super World, so that's just the player's like count? So it's just a random smattering of not even recently uploaded, just random? I think it's just random. It's bad. Even navigating this is just awful. It's just everything about it is so awful. Yeah, collaborating on levels would be really cool. There are kind of ways to do it now, but I'm sure you know it's miserable. You're either sharing an account with somebody, which is risky in for a lot of reasons, and really annoying if you want to work on it at the same time, or like a Discord call where you point your phone at the screen, or you need capture equipment, which is crazy. I guess. Oh, you know what? Or yeah, pictures and corresponding that way. You know what might work pretty goddamn well is the fucking Nintendo Switch chat thing where you can share that way. That would give you access to basically capture equipment without having to capture. That might be the only useful thing about the Switch 2 for Mario Maker creators. You die faster too. Like again, I still wouldn't recommend a Switch 2, but you die. It takes 9 to 10 seconds to die on a Switch 1. On the Switch 2, it takes like 4 seconds before you're back in, which really makes a difference on tough levels. First 10 trended on popular for a bit. Yeah, that probably helps get people into your Super World. But it still would be really nice if there was some actual curation. Would make me so happy. Because Super Worlds, especially when they're good like that, are really, really fun. Okay, I have to wrap it up. I would like to raid when we have more than 5, but I have to bail. We have to go do a thing. So, you guys have a good night. I will be back tomorrow to yell some more Mario Maker in about 21 hours? 20 and a half hours? 3 hours earlier than now, and then a half an hour. I don't know. Bye.